on the thing. Back to that.
Hold on. Yeah, wild side. Why didn't work at all? What? Why did it give me such a weird looking link?
You probably put.
No, I was a link. You think I'm that incompetent? Come on.
I don't know. Weird to me. You're live though.
Where? I don't like know where I am. I'm seeing the actual image, but I'm just saying.
You want me to get?
I don't. Yes, I don't know how to do anything. I don't know how to do anything on this website. It said stream URL, and then I copied that, and then that was that fucking bullshit ass link. Bro, I don't know how to do anything. None of my shit's gonna work. Oh my god. Oh no, they have different rules on YouTube. I can't say the C word. I don't. What if I just get banned on like every website today? Rumble it is. Wait, I typed in 24 hours? Jesus fuck. Alright, I'm at 48. Really changed the oh, this is I don't know how to do anything. There's a pretty big delay too. I'm really worried because I don't have any moderation stuff. I don't know how to do anything. Am audio? Scared. Can't even click the option here. What the fuck? I feel like I'm like playing a game. Like for the first time. Uh There. I'll add you as a moderator, I'm scared. Yeah, the delay seems pretty bad. I don't know if I can change that. Your stream can be accessed again from the manager list. Exiting will not end a stream if it's currently live. Okay. Fix it for me. People in blogs. I probably shouldn't be in people in blogs. Live chat replay. Anyone. Live reaction. I don't know what that means. Slow mode. What? Oh, never mind. He's not talking about. Banned for fucking 48 hours, bro. Dylan Burns got clapped too. I mean, it's kind of exciting to figure this out. I've been wanting to do this for a while. Wait, that didn't... Okay, Jesus Christ. I want to change the category it's in. Oh, I can scroll down here. Politics? Education, travel, sports, science, and technology. People and blogs, nonprofit, and activism. News and oh, there we go. News and politics. We'll save it to that. IRL got banned too. Dude, a bunch of people must have gotten fucking clapped, dude. I bet Hassan would have gotten clapped if he wasn't, like, in England. Like, they must be mass banning. You want to know who fucking did it? This motherfucker, whose name is, Rajni Chen at Razi Chen at WarnerBrothers.com. Like, it was just free on their website. What do you mean? Like, why the fuck? Oh my god, sorry. David Pacman said he was gonna watch this too. I wonder if he's getting clapped on YouTube. I don't know if I'm gonna even try and watch it. It would be kind of funny to get clapped on both accounts. Just for, like, the memes. I'm supposed to be wrong. But you know what fucking sucks about getting banned on Twitch is I can't even log into my account, which means that I can't watch anything. Like, if I'm subbed to stuff, I can't unsub to stuff, and if I, like, that seems insane to me. Like, I can't unsub to things, I can't use my subs for anything. Like, what, if you get, like, permanently banned, are you just, like, stuck being subbed to people forever? I don't understand how this works. I'm so confused by this. You can tell I haven't gotten banned that often. Wait, did he get claimed too?
Hard right states.
So it was pretty unbearable through most of it, mainly being because I'm not.
Town Hall. We will end our stream here. Again, CNN will shut us down for copyright if we stream this. I don't want that to happen. I want to keep being able to post to YouTube and do Twitch live streams. So we're not...
Wait, where'd he get his information from? David Pacman? What the fuck?
Seems funny. We have all these bills talking about how basically you can't trust teachers to teach the children. We got to monitor everything.
God damn it, why didn't you guys warn me? No fucking way Steven Crowder's watching. He's gonna get clapped too. That's gonna be so funny. Oh wait, but is he on Rumble? Wait, he's...
Pets when they...
Why isn't he getting clapped? Did I report him out of spite? Oh, I will do my civic duty. I'm not gonna do that, but I'm joking. But... Yeah, I saw Dylan Burns get banned. I was like, there's no fucking way that was just me. That would, like, happen so quickly. That doesn't work either! Those should still work, I think. I don't know how to... I guess... Oh, I guess they shouldn't work anymore because... they're channel points. No, is there like a YouTube equivalent? Maybe we'll use this as like a lesson. If he doesn't get banned, I swear to God, he's gonna like. How did David Pacman know he was gonna get clapped? The text is so small. How do I make this bigger? Can I just zoom in? It doesn't work. I guess I can't. I don't know what to do. The only one standing. I mean, it's pretty nuts, right? Well, Dylan's doing it on his YouTube.
To return the
But David Pacman decided to not stream it on his YouTube because he was afraid of getting clapped on the YouTube. The kick. I mean, I don't want to figure out another platform, okay? I at least have like 2 followers on my YouTube channel. Which I really need to change the banner for, I see. Must shield ourselves from harmful speech. The private company. What's kind of worrisome is I don't know how to ban people. I think I have to do it from this other thing. So don't pop off. But fuck you, CNN, and fuck you. You know what, CNN? This is my protest. Got him. I'm gonna download this one too.
as you know,
Wait, they're uploading videos on YouTube, but they're DMCAing the live? Are you kidding me? Do I have to have like 100 followers or something? I mean, I've had this YouTube account for a really long time. It's like the one I use for just like my own stuff. Power to the people. Oh shit, with Ted Cruz? Okay, the thing is, on YouTube, there's a lot of really weird rules about, ironically, about DMCA. I don't know how much it is about getting banned as much as it's getting claimed, because I don't really give a fuck if this shit gets claimed. Oh, but none of my alerts are gonna work either. It doesn't work either! I should go to that website to see if I can fix it. I know this is probably incredibly boring to watch. But, fuck you, CNN. You C-words. Bro, I cannot read this chat. It is way too fucking small. Can I not make this bigger? No options, huh? Well, Chatterino doesn't work outside of Twitch, so I'm just using the extension that's through OBS. Ben, stop. I got enough going on in my life right now. CNN is the C word true. You hit 100. Well, I'm still gonna stream. It'll just... I never said it was on Twitch. I just said I would do it. So we're gonna stream tomorrow and Friday. It'll just be on this, I guess. We're diversifying for this exact reason, right? Like the stream. I heard that like helps or something. So that's cool. I don't know how to do anything on this. I don't know what to do. Also, this preview is like really far behind. Oh, okay. It's not like, it doesn't keep up. Did we watch something fun? Considering, like, I'm really scared to watch any more of that. Do you think that they'd be okay with the clips on YouTube? Should we risk that? Because if they, like, demonetize or claim it, it's not gonna get me banned. Right? Yes, and? Avoid CNN. Well, now I don't know the rules. I'm, like, all anxious now. Okay, what's else going on? Oh, wait! He is watching it!
Many
he's
folks
not.
on the right often like to discuss. Important to understand. So trade
he's not gonna
balance
watch
means
it.
how much are we exporting versus how much are we importing. The U.S. has had consistent trade
Restreams, it will get
deficits for a
copyright
long
strike.
time. This chart, let's see if we can go back.
I think I can probably do it if it's not live, which is funny that Crowder's. I guess he probably doesn't care, right? Because if he gets DMCA'd, he's not gonna get banned. And he doesn't give a fuck. There were some fun videos I had in the docket here. I wanted to watch, I guess, Moist Critical, like, dunked on somebody. Wait, that timeline doesn't add up on this one. This YouTube drama. Wait, this guy's
Welcome
doing
to the splash zone. I'm just going to cannonball into the pool right away here because this story's
it's
got
live
me
because they want
heated.
to
I
funnel
am
those viewers
boiling
to
right
live
now.
broadcasts.
On YouTube, there is one unforgivable sin.
Yeah, historically, having a wider reach is a bad thing, as we all know.
An unwritten rule that every creator and user is aware of. It's kind of like a treaty.
Bro, should I not even have this on screen? I can't read this at all.
Because it is inexcusable, slimy, and anytime someone tries to take a bite of the forbidden fruit, they rightfully get their cheeks disciplined. A very firm spanking from the whole community, and most of the time they end up pretty much losing their career from it, from their own self-destructive narcissism and greed.
Kitten videos.
That is
It's supposed to
false
storm.
copyright strikes.
Yes?
And unfortunately, that's what we're talking about today. A big YouTube channel named Magnates Media is facing termination because he received 3 fraudulent copyright strikes from another YouTube channel
it's
named
from
Business Casual, aka
it's part of OBS.
Alex Edson. Now,
Can I
Alex
pop out the
Edson
chat?
is a special fucking malicious goofball.
Oh, I can
You see,
pop out
this
the
guy
chat.
didn't
Okay,
even
there's my
build
marker.
the Business Casual
Whoa.
channel from scratch or anything. He bought it when it was already extremely popular.
Close.
So he didn't even put the fucking work in, which is an absolute goober move off rip. But you've probably heard of this channel recently because he had a viral video talking about why
Wait,
he's suing
is this the
YouTube.
wrong one?
And while there is some compelling points and evidence, there's
can't even
also a
close
bunch
this.
of dirty
Hold
barnacles
up.
in here as well, with some shady claims and some
Oh, this
claims
is the
that
right
were
one.
just absolutely wrong, like provably false. But overall, like, the video did have a lot to it, which is why it
Hey,
was
let's
so
fucking go.
popular. And it was well put together, it was high production, and made some good points and some not so great points. But overall, it was kind of odd. And a couple YouTubers actually pointed out a lot of it. In fact, Upper Echelon made 3 videos kind of covering all of it, which I think make very good points. Overall, the whole thing was odd, if nothing else. And now Alex is back from the septic tanks, he's risen from the sewers like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and he's bringing bad news. He's striking
figured it
down Magnates Media with what I and anyone with a functioning cerebral cortex will classify as blatant abuse of the copyright systems. So, he's issued 3 strikes to Magnates Media, which sets his channel up for termination in the coming days. He's already received a notice that his channel will be taken down because of these strikes.
Oh, do we care about this? I feel like I'm just getting like extra triggered about copyright right now. Like in a point where this isn't exactly what I'm talking about, so I'm like annoyed. They posted on Twitter? Does anyone even like follow me on Twitter? I feel so demoralized. Because, not necessarily because I'm like actually like upset. I mean, I'm obviously annoyed. But like, because I just don't know what I'm allowed to do anymore. Like on YouTube. Because I know like you can't listen to certain like music. You have to be like really careful about that. But I don't know if that's like a ban-worthy thing. I don't know. Wait, I can watch other YouTube videos, right? Because that's like obviously what everyone does. I'm like, I don't know why I'm like extra scared. This is like starting a new like. It's like playing kind of like a Minecrafty game, but you don't know. Like you know generally how it works, but you don't know how this game works. Yeah, I don't really want to give a fuck about DMC right now. You have to talk to make sure you're adding value. Oh yeah, I mean of course I'm gonna talk to. We need to watch like some true crime or something. I feel like that would be fun. I think I have some true crime videos in the What are they watch? Where are they watching it live?
Questioner Caitlin Collins.
Oh, they're not. Have my watch later. I have not updated this very recently. Maybe I don't have any true crime in the works. Let's see what we can find. Any suggestions for videos? I don't know if you're allowed to link. I don't know how the general moderating is. My guess is you can probably just say anything. Which is not great, but I don't really know how to fix it. Or unfix it. Wait, what the fuck?
The necklace Princess Diana wore during her last public appearance is going up for auction. The swan...
Why? What are the royal like, did that coronation cost too much? They gotta sell her shit now? What the fuck?
Lake Suite, which now includes a matching pair of earrings.
You know what I heard also helps? I'm gonna make myself really big. And the video relatively small. I heard that helps to like... Oh, goddamn, but then the chat's on... At least OBS still makes it work. It's generally the same. And it's not gonna attract followers, but whatever, I don't care. I mean, I do care, but I'm not gonna fix it. I'm gonna make myself a little bit bigger, I don't know.
Is being sold by Guarantees in New York. The necklace was worn by Princess Diana
Wait, so they already sold it?
in June of 1997 when she attended a performance of Swan.
The Koberger and Neely stuff? Oh, Emily D. Baker? Coverage? It's really not that exciting, if that's what you mean. Wait, which one's the Neely one? Oh, I see. Okay, so it wasn't like... They weren't like royal jewels. Wait, what is the Neely thing? Oh, there's a channel that I wanted to watch more of. It's called like The Villains or something. They have like a few like really popular videos. They're very JCS style. But their editing's a little wild. I know I've definitely seen some people on Twitch watch This video really popped off. How this corrupt cop secretly ran the whole city. They're not very long though. I want that long form content. What's up, Retro? Yeah, it sucks, but what are you gonna do? Trying to be a good sport about it. I'm trying not to get as mad as I usually get at these things. You know, it's it's gonna happen. Yeah. I was watching the town hall, the live free town hall you can watch on cnn.com, but I don't suggest you do it. Just fuck them. That Steven Crowder is also currently watching right now live. So a lot of people on Twitch got clapped. I got clapped by again, his name is Renjil Chen. Renjie Chen, Renjie Chen. For some reason that gave me his, maybe that's like a fake name that they just put on this for, because when you do DMCA takedowns, you have to put in like a first and last name, so maybe it's like not like a real person, but it's at renjie.chen at warnerbros.com is the thing. Hold on, I'm gonna make sure you can't see anything. Yeah. So we love you, Renjie Chen, you fucking piece of shit. Well, thank you for coming over. Like the video. I think that's like supposed to help. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. We'll stream on. It's 48-hour ban, so we'll still stream tomorrow. And I guess Friday. Well, if it's exactly 48 hours, then I could stream what? What's the time on it? At 7:28. So we might need. Should we just say fuck it and stream on YouTube on Friday? We could either stream later at like 7:30, like on the dot, right when the ban expires. Or we could just stream on YouTube at the normal time. Or I could maybe try and figure out how to do dual streaming. Let's just stream on every platform. Fuck it. Or bias and dislike Twitch. Fair enough. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Regardless, we'll be around. You'll see, hopefully I'll get to see all of your lovely faces, even though I'm not gonna know your YouTube names. Why can't you make it easy like me, or it's just all Nina? This is, I mean, this one got a lot of views. Let's watch this one.
It was 2 a.m. on June 18th, 2014.
Is this an AI voice?
And Mr. Holzclaw was driving to his residence in his assigned vehicle. On his way home, he made a traffic stop of driver Janny Liggins.
My biggest thing is I don't think you can say the C word. And not like the... Like the Ritz one, but the other one that I love saying. Yeah, I didn't know that was you. Little bits. Forever, I need to create a new one with another name to make it easier. Well, just don't get mad at me if I don't remember. I think you can change your name on YouTube. Yeah, you can't say Crowder. Even though his dumbass is watching the thing. Many platforms as possible seems like the right move now that everyone increasingly spread out. Well, I mean, you always want to diversify. For this exact reason. Like, luckily I already have the YouTube set up, because, like, setting up the YouTube, like, then I couldn't, like, live stream on YouTube if I just got banned and didn't have a YouTube account that had, like, more than, like, 100 followers or something like that. And yeah, the YouTube live stream discoverability, I feel like, is horrible. But I guess they all are. I don't know, man.
57-year-old woman. She pulled over and waited for the officer to approach her window. Now, what happened next was a blur of confusion and terror. The officer, Daniel Holzclaw, made no attempt to report the traffic stop to police dispatch, and instead ran a records check on Janny without her knowledge. He then ordered her out of the car and made her lift her shirt and pull down her pants. She was paralyzed with fear as Holzclaw forced her to perform oral sex on him, threatening her with violence if she didn't comply.
Okay, so just to read the description, I don't know if this is a spoiler. I know the title says 263 years of prison, but honestly speaking, okay, because I've seen a longer video on this, and this is a sussy case. Because the case was so unprofessionally done, I don't know what to believe, because even years after his conviction, most of the world is not convinced. Was there anything other than reasonable doubt from 21 accusers that got him behind bars? Or was there actual proof? Maybe I should watch the longer video that I saw. I don't know what's going on. Active streamers. I can't even, like, find streams sometimes. Like, the H3 podcast, I swear to God, it's, like, shadow banned. Like, I follow them, and I can't even, like, see when they're live. It's just constantly telling me when Steven Crowder's live, because I follow Steven Crowder, because I want to see what degeneracy he's up to. I mean, the video, what do the comments say? Let's just say protect us, the right to stay silent, right to attorney is paramount. The media, after they arrested him, I thought for sure he was guilty, but not anymore. Okay. Alright, let's just roll through it.
When it was over,
I love
Jenny
interrogation
fled the
footage.
scene, feeling violated and ashamed. But she knew she couldn't stay silent. She mustered the courage to file a police report, hoping that justice would be served. Fast forward to the following afternoon when Holzclaw reported to the Oklahoma City Police Department Spring Lake Division for his shift.
Kind of like a Charlie Kirk face.
He was pulled aside and driven to the department's sex crimes unit by detectives Kim Davis and Rocky Gregory. Before the questioning can even begin, we can tell that it's already looking bad for Daniel Holzclaw.
The fuck is this desk? Is that a Bible?
Out of the myriad of things that went wrong, some of them included he didn't report the encounter to dispatch, he turned off his GPS, and he logged off of the computer. Now, let's jump into the interrogation. After the officer is Mirandized, he describes what he saw.
What is this desk? I've never seen a desk like this. What the fuck?
All at the station with his colleagues and starts to open up about the stop.
Okay.
So just like anything.
You had said, and we told you that there was a traffic stop.
Right.
That somebody made some allegations against an officer.
Right.
They don't know the officer's name, none of that. And you said that you made a traffic stop after work,
Yeah.
but you didn't call it in.
I didn't call it.
Where was that?
It was about Northeast 50th and Lincoln, just to the west.
Okay.
Oh,
Tell me about that stop.
I was going westbound on Northeast 50th, probably a block just east of Lincoln. I see a red Grand Prix or Grand Am in my right lane.
I was having like a panic attack.
The car swerves,
Trying to figure out
and
how to do
so at the
anything.
time I'm thinking, okay, it's probably a drunk person, or maybe got excited because they saw a cop. So I kind of fall behind it, kind of drifting just a little bit, not crossing lane lines, nothing crazy. So I lighted up because at first the traffic violation I saw at first when it swerved. That was just west of Northeast 50th and Lincoln. And then made contact. It was a black female. Asked for license and insurance. Stated that she didn't have insurance. Gave me an ID. At the time, I'm like, do you have a
Oh, she's a demon. She's left-handed.
valid insurance or valid license? She said no. I told her I just got off work. I mean, what's the deal? You know, why are you swerving? And she says, I'm just trying to go home to Ann Arbor-ish on the northwest side to see her daughter or something like that. So I asked, is there anything on board as far as the vehicle? Is it okay if I search your vehicle and whatnot? She said, the only thing that's inside there is a Kool-Aid cup. I'm like, is there anything inside of that Kool-Aid? Is there liquor or anything inside that Kool-Aid? She's no. I'm like, okay, is there anything else inside there? She says there's pills. I'm like, is that the only thing? And then, so I said, can I have permission to search your car?
Okay, I'm gonna make a weird metaphor, but stay with me with this. I feel like I had like a white person moment when I was really annoyed that I got banned. Like just the initial reaction and like the unjust nature of it. Because I'm like, how could I get banned? And like that was like such like a privilege moment. in like terms of like just like a streamer way, and I feel like that kind of applies a lot to like what some people dealing with the police are. You know what I mean? Like where it's just like, how could I possibly be pulled over? I am white, and like insubordinate. Where like people who are used to getting pulled over for like bullshit, like are just like super. I know the process. I am annoyed, but we gotta go through it, and they're not gonna make a big deal like the fucking white girl that gets pulled over for drunk driving. How dare you, sir? You know what I mean? I feel like I kind of had that moment. Like I had my like, yeah, it can't happen to me. I had like a little privilege moment for some reason. Like I'm not watching anything copyright. Just like, oh, I guess I was. I don't know. I mean, I don't think that's necessarily a just claim, but it's just like it's gonna happen. So I'm glad. I was actually gonna be really sad. Like I was thinking about, like, what am I gonna do? I'm just not gonna stream for 2 days. Like what am I gonna like? I was getting like depressed, and I was like, wait, I can still stream. We'll do it on YouTube because as long as I'm able to talk to you guys still, like it's fine. We're not gonna have the same amount of people, but as long as we're still here, we're still able to watch stuff together. I think I think that really helped. Like if I was like a mega banned from everything, I'd be like super depressed. I'd be so depressed I couldn't kick. Yeah. Can I talk to your manager, please? But yeah. I don't know if I should like pin it somewhere. I should probably pin it in the Discord.
She says yes. They're going inside the car. See a lot of pills.
I mean, also it's exciting if we have new people coming in from Twitch. It'll be fun.
I didn't really
like scattered pills or in a bottle.
She said it was hydrocodone pills, but I just
patient with me too, by the way.
at it. And I think I saw her name on the prescription bottle, so I didn't.
Oh, so it was a bottle.
Randomly invite me to a server?
There were several bottles in her purse.
What the? Why do people do this? They just randomly invite me to servers. Like, who are you? Can I help you? I'm just gonna type, can I help you? What the fuck? I kind of feel a little liberated in a way. Hold on, I'll just, I'll pin this. I'll pin messages. Okay, sorry.
And then, so at that time, I just returned back to her. It's like, okay, I saw your pills. I didn't see any alcohol. I sniffed the drink, didn't smell any alcohol in the Kool-Aid. I'm like, okay, I'm just off work. I'm tired. Get your license.
I think it was just because of the Trump thing.
She didn't have a driver's license.
She didn't have a driver's license, and I was just like,
okay, I thought they got me banned. That's why I was about to pop off, like for real. Like I was like, no fucking way that actually happened. And then I looked at Dylan Burns' channel, and he got taken down too. And then I looked at the email, and I'm like, oh, CNN's just being a cunt. Because people talked about like that being a possibility, so I took the risk, whatever. Learned my lesson.
go to DPS, Department of Public Safety on King, get that taken care of, and cut her loose after that.
The description here seems fairly innocent, and not close to how Janie Liggins described it. The interrogator needs to keep asking questions to get a pattern of the story.
Then where'd you go?
I went straight home.
How was she? Was she respectful? Was she...
She felt like she was nervous and whatnot, and I'm like, why are you nervous? And she was even crying. I'm like, why are you crying? Why are you nervous? Whatnot? And she's just like, I don't know. I'm just nervous because you're a cop and I got pulled over. I'm like, nothing you had to be nervous about. And I told her, I'm like, I don't really want to take you to jail for no STL or anything. I just got off work. I'm tired. So, with my officer courtesy or whatnot, I said her go get that taken care of tomorrow. Let her on her way.
And you don't have to. I'm not going to sit here and go, why didn't you take her to the
well, that's the reason why.
No, I don't care. Was she drunk? Did you think she was drunk?
You know what? CNN's master plan worked. Now I do believe it's fake news. And I'm now a Trump supporter.
I think she was. She drank, but I don't think she, with my experience, I don't think she was past the legal limit.
Right.
So,
I mean,
and that's what I asked her too. Is like, with your pain medicines, the hydrocodone, everyone knows that you drink with that, it maximizes the effects. So, I asked her that. She said no. But when she was in the back of my car, and when I was in the front car, in the driver's seat, I could smell it off of her, but I don't think she was still past the legal limit.
Okay. So you got her out of the car?
Yes.
Okay. And put her in the back of your car?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Put her.
Any problems there?
No, she was cooperative. Didn't give me any problems or whatnot.
Okay. And then you searched, did you run her through Unit 800?
I didn't.
You didn't? So, did you run her on your MDT?
No, I didn't. All my stuff as far as that, because I didn't call it in and say it was a traffic stop, my computer was off and everything as well.
Did you shut it off?
I just shut it off,
work?
yeah. On the way, on 50th, I turned it off right before the traffic stop, basically.
Okay. And where did you pick her up? 50th and what about?
50th and Lincoln, just to the west.
But no, where'd you see her swerve, kind of?
I'd say a block just to the east of Lincoln and 50th.
Okay. She pull over right away?
She was in the right lane and the outside lane when I saw her swerve. And so she saw a police car right there, and so she kind of did what everyone does, slow down. Kind of, okay, is he going to pull me over or not? And then I lit her up about 50th and Lincoln, past the intersection to the west.
Okay. When you put her in your car, did you pat search her?
When I came here, I was like, lift up your shirt. Is there anything on you? Anything as far as your waistband or anything like that? She said no. And then I put her in the vehicle and went from there. Asked her everything.
Did your hands go on her at all?
I backhanded her on as far as the side.
Where on her body? Tell me. You backhanded
her waist, and the back portion. I didn't touch her butt or anything, but the back portion of the waist. And then she lifted it up like right here.
And she lifted it up like this?
No.
Okay. So she never,
I don't know how anything works.
Went, ooh, nothing.
No.
Hold on. How does it work? Well, if you go to my profile, you know, was it just this? Was this oh my god, monstrosity? Okay, whatever.
Exposed her breasts or anything like that.
She asked me if I was like, no, it's okay.
She asked you
if you want to search me. I'm like, no, it's okay.
So she never like put her hands on the car and you.
No.
Okay. Where was she positioned or standing when you did the back of your hand on her?
It was about probably the front right fender of my patrol vehicle.
But was she facing you or was she turned?
No, she was facing away from me.
I changed my picture to not
like
be Ben.
Yes.
Okay. Did your hand go on her butt or anything?
No, that's not what I'm
Should
saying.
probably care about
hip,
this more.
The side, not the butt section.
What about right here?
No.
You didn't?
No, I didn't.
They can tuck a gun
and that's
right here.
why I asked to lift it up.
Oh, so she just kind of showed you her belly?
Right.
Okay. Then you talked to her for a little bit.
Right.
After you searched her, you put her in the back of the car.
Right.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
We used to always kind of keep the door open and talk when they're not like combative.
Like it really seems like the cop lingo, like especially I lit her up, like it's like it really comes off like they're like otherizing citizens, like, oh, we're cops, we know what we're talking about, and those are just like the normal citizens. Like, I don't know if that's the right way to phrase it, but it just kind of has this vibe of like we're above the average person, or we don't have to treat the other person. What's up, Evan? Everyone's gonna like say their names in parentheses before they say anything, or like from the Twitch names. I'll be honest, I'm not gonna remember.
Or anything. Did you talk to her and get information while she was in the back of your car?
Right, I talked to her for a little bit, just as far as what's inside the vehicle. Can I have consent to search your vehicle? Was there anything in that Kool-Aid?
Wait, Deckard, what?
She said no.
What was your name on Twitter?
Just talking to her. What's the deal? Why are you driving late at 2 o'clock at night? You know, why did you swerve? Said she's going to Ann Arbor over the northwest side to visit her daughter, I believe. So.
Then makes it really easy.
After she gave me consent to search her car.
How long you think?
I did a quick search, to be honest with you. I looked under the seat.
Oh, you're right.
Sniffed the juice, whatever she's had, and I didn't smell alcohol in it.
Juice?
Went through her purse, like she said, there's their pills in it, looked it real quick to see if their name was there.
What's up, man?
And that was basically it.
Okay. Then when you went back to her, what happened?
And when I went back to her, I was like, okay, I didn't smell any alcohol on your car.
Wait,
and
isn't your Twitch
juice
name
thing.
also Evan
And
now?
I'm like, what's the deal? Are you really drunk or not? And she's like, no, I'm just trying to go back home. And at that time, I was like, okay, but I'll go ahead and follow you.
To be fair, old
I
lady
said, I'm not gonna
perfume
take you to
always
jail.
smells like alcohol.
I'm tired. I'm not gonna take you to jail. I'll go and follow you. And let's go back to 44. And you head westbound on 44.
She's an old grandma. She swerved, bro. Like, why do you think she was drunk? Like, she's an old bitch, dude.
So that's what we did.
Did you follow her?
Actually, when I went behind her and we got in the car, she took forever, and I started getting annoyed. So I just U-turned it, and I went ahead, and I saw her in the back view of my rearview mirror. And she was following a 44, but then I took off going northbound on Broadway Extension.
Wait,
Well, she took-
Grumpy, are you from... Were you the one that said because of the playing with fire? Seen as a piece of shit was a DMCA. I was watching their live coverage of it, or not live coverage. They're putting on a town hall with Donald Trump that was live for free on their website. They said how to watch. They said they were gonna make it so you don't have to have like the subscription that you usually have to have for to watch like CNN's content. Like usually you have to have like a cable login. And apparently that was not enough. Right, okay, that's what I thought. Gotcha. My bad. You're a YouTube frog. I guess I don't know if that would apply. I don't even know what that means. You know what I actually learned the other day? Apparently frog used to mean like the phrase new frog used to be like a shorthand for like the F word. Like the FA word. Okay, it's like a Twitch thing that like old frogs or new frogs. Like it just means like because there's Pepe. It's just it colloquially means just like Twitch viewers or like people who have like watched like old frogs are people who like really like know about the Twitch culture. Or I mean I assumed it was streaming culture, but I guess it's specifically Twitch. And like new frogs are like younger people coming into watching Twitch now, like juicers and like shit, you know what I mean? Created in Encoder and followed you after the. Oh, cool. Well, I hope you're enjoying the content so far. As little as I suppose we're seeing at the moment. Yeah, I love Erudite. Yeah, that's what I heard. I don't know where I heard that from, but. I mean, you know, like, all of, like, our weird terms used to come from dumb bullshit back in the day. Is there, like, a tuber? You know what's so funny is a lot of YouTubers, like, think, like Twitch streamers are called, like, Twitchers. Like, I've heard that so many times. And I just think that's so funny. Not for any particular reason, I just think it sounds so stupid. But I guess YouTubers sound stupid, too, outside of, like, knowing what it is. Anyways.
44, go west.
So you were able to see her do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, and then did you lose her when you got on Broadway?
When I went to northbound on Broadway and she went 44 west.
Okay.
Oh, shit! Oh, I thought it was... Okay, thanks CNN was trending? Oh, stop it. These guys are such factors. He was kind of destroying him for a while. Is it over already? What if they only took down, like, leftist streamers? Can you imagine? That would be crazy.
Alright. Well, it sounds like this is
Steven Crowder band yet?
lady, I mean, this is the deal where she's the complaining party.
Take more air.
And she's making some sexual allegations, obviously, because sex crimes is working it.
Right. What did she say?
Well, was there anything? An accidental touch?
Steven Crowder.
If she
Steven
thought
Crowder
it,
was fine.
when I pass searched her, but it was nothing as far as I felt like I would do anything as far as sexual or anything like that. And for my safety, I just checked to see if the weapons or anything. And to make clear, I didn't touch her butt, but at the waist side.
Part of the theme, conservatives would have declared, absolutely, you're definitely not wrong.
And whatnot. If you would like me to do it for me to show you.
No, and I'm fine with it, and you have every right to do that.
Bro, get a bigger shirt. Like, it's like literally like this guy's the most like jacked cop I've ever seen, and he's like sucking into his belly button. Oh my god, get a bigger shirt.
She's saying that you made her lift up her shirt, and when she lifted up her shirt, she exposed her breasts.
No.
Wait, speaking of commentary on this, is the channel gonna do more commentary, or are we just watching it?
Did you ever see
I asked her, is there anything inside your bra? And she said no. So I was like, okay. And she said, you want me to show you? And that's all the time I said no. No,
I feel like he purposely is wearing a smaller shirt to make himself look bigger.
I don't need that.
She said she said she was doing this. When you said, is there anything inside your bra? And she was going, no, I don't have anything like that. Did she do that?
Yeah,
Dude, what a psycho. Why are you gonna say that? Like, I get the impulse of white privilege too now, where I'm like, if someone's gonna ask me, is there anything inside my bra? It's late at night, I'm getting pulled over by this like random dude. I'm gonna be freaking out at this point. Like, I'm calling like my lawyer that I don't have, calling my family. Like, I would feel so unsafe. And as a older black woman, I'm sure she's used to getting like harassed like this by cops and just like knows the deal. But like, if anyone was like asking me to do this, like I'd like freak out, and that's like just proves the white fucking privilege or white passing privilege I have.
She did, but I didn't look or anything like
the nips in the belly button,
like that. Right. And then she was like,
"Oh no, it does look like it's got nibs. Are those just like pockets? What's going on here?"
You want me to show you? I was like, no.
She said when she said, do you want me to show you? You said,
this guy's like, I think Japanese, half Japanese, and he's like 6'2".
Said, yeah, and she went,
no, I didn't.
But could she have been, woo, flashing you?
Oh my god, cringe.
And now you don't want to tell me because you're afraid you're
no,
in trouble?
No, when I told her no, I said no.
Then she didn't go, yeah,
no.
You know, because sometimes drunk girls are
having a good time.
Yeah, and partying down. And let's face it,
I've already heard stories about officers
people
and
want,
whatnot.
they want officers for hubbies or whatever.
I said no.
But you could have said no. But I'm asking you if she flashed you anyways.
I didn't see her. I didn't see her
no
breast.
boobies?
I didn't see her breast.
Okay. What about?
She's like trying to do like a boys, like, oh, I'm one of the boys, like, pick me strategy. This seems so off.
Pants.
When was this? This is when the video came out. This particular video, not a lot of editing. It was from May, but the interrogation when this happened was, I think, in 2017. I think. It's quite a long time ago. I have another video. If this doesn't go over like the weird shadiness of this investigation, which, as much as I'm ACAB, there is some sussy aspects to this that we can get into later. But let's let it roll.
Nothing in her pants, as far as I concerned, because she was wearing tight jeans. So
She said she pulled them down.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see her pulling down?
I didn't see her pulling down pants.
Could she have done it when you were up searching the car?
She could have. I didn't
Did
have
she
her.
have them on?
I didn't have her handcuffed or anything.
When you came back to the car and got her out, were her pants fastened? Were they?
Yeah, everything.
They were up and
everything was still intact.
So you never saw her pull her pants down?
No, I didn't.
By now, there's way too much inconsistency in the story. He claims he lifted her shirt to search, but she claims that he pulled her pants down. Something doesn't add up here.
Why do you think she's making this up?
I don't know.
Did you write her a ticket?
I didn't. I let her go. And actually, I said I won't even arrest you for your no STL.
Trying to figure out why she'd say that. I mean, I could see her saying it if you wrote her a ticket because she's pissed off.
Right.
Now, make it quite clear, if you saw her boobs, I don't care if she's flashing you.
I did not see
You did not see her boobies.
No, I did not see her breasts.
She's saying you shined your light on her.
I did not see her breasts.
Where do you keep your flashlight?
The left side right here, right behind my radio.
Did you ever flashlight out on the traffic stop?
I did.
when she was going like this, did you have your
I
flashlight
didn't
on
go
her?
like that. But as I'm out on the road, I like that.
I think they're in Minneapolis. I don't know where that actually is.
Yes, I have it right positioned over us, but I didn't.
Right,
That's
but
where I was at.
did you have it on her when you're talking to her so you can see her? I mean,
It's to
was
see
it
her.
on her when she goes like this? Maybe she could have
Right, to
construed
see her inside the vehicle.
Was the dome light on?
The dome light was not on.
It didn't come on. I don't know how. Does that come on when you open your back door? It's been too long since I've been in a scout car.
I can't recall, to be honest.
It does feel nice to see
I
you
don't
guys
thi- I don't
on a
think
different
the back-
platform.
I don't think it does. As far as the dome light.
I don't know why the silence is so awkward. It just made me laugh.
I'm just trying to figure out. How long do you think you were on that traffic stop?
I don't think it was an
It's not a
excess
guess.
of over
Just
a regular speed. 15 minutes at most, just like a regular.
I'll be honest, he seems pretty believable generally. I think it's just maybe the approach. I'm not saying he's not guilty of... Okay, so like there's... I don't want to spoil it, but never mind.
Traffic stop, nothing as far as more.
Except maybe Rumble.
15 minutes.
We'll never go to Rumble. I don't actually know if I do kick... Yeah, I would do kick before Rumble. Because Rumble is all neo-Nazis, so like I would get like literal death threats there, as much as I probably would get a lot of that on kick too. Actually, I don't know. I don't know which one's worse.
How long were you
I
with?
went to caffeine. Does caffeine even still exist? Caffeine. Dream. You know what's the dumbest thing about caffeine? Oh my god, it still does exist. So one other thing about caffeine is that your messages only last for like a few seconds. Unless you download another thing. Which is a really dumb way to go about it. Because then it's like, how the fuck are you going to even know that you're going to have your messages seen? I'll change the name. Well, I'm going to stream tomorrow on YouTube because I'm going to be banned for 48 hours. So we love that. Like 5. I mean, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I got it written down. Who you are. So, it's fine. I'll remember.
With her, how long of that 15 minutes do you think was searching her car? Where maybe she's sitting in the back seat.
Like I said, that quick search probably at max, maybe a little bit over 5 minutes, maybe like 5 minutes if.
So you're with her for 10 minutes.
Talking to her, yes.
Did it take a while to get her to consent to search, or what? 10 minutes is a long time.
She was nervous and she was crying and stuff, and I told her not to be
Did she
nervous.
say why she was crying?
She says,
Hey, what is cozy? Wait, this is... You don't like cozy? It's not like porn, is it? So I'm Googling it, so... It's gonna be okay, right? Oh, it's an okay. No, it's not okay. It's not okay. That almost went bad.
police officer and whatnot, and I'm just nervous because I got stopped by a
I'll
police
run to the
officer.
bathroom on that one.
So I'm like, calm down, everything's fine. And then, so I think maybe with the fact that she had no STL, maybe she was nervous as well too. And then so I went to the search, and it wasn't that, it was a quick search like I said before. It wasn't in detail, pulling up carpet. It was a quick search.
Because you were just ready to go home.
I was ready to go home.
Did you go home, go straight to bed?
I went home straight to bed.
Okay.
This part is important. The traffic stop was a total of 15 minutes, 5 of which were spent talking to her and putting her in the back of the patrol car. The rest of the 10 minutes were spent searching her car. This would still be a big enough window of time for him to do what Ligon said he did. But with so much inconsistency and no hope in the questions, the other interrogator requests him for a buccal swab. Now, for those of you who don't know, the police collect buccal swabs to find the link between sex crimes. The weirdest fact here is that even though his buccal swab was collected, this was never brought up anytime in the future. Back to the interrogation.
So do you usually do traffic stops on what now, or what was?
I don't. Like I said
that?
before, I rarely don't. I usually try to get home because I'm tired of them and shit.
Well, and are you a big DUI worker?
When I first started coming out, I did. But not really at the
I always thought a buckle swab was literally like swabbing like your buckle belt, like your belt buckle. But a buckle or buccal is the inside of your cheek. And that took me a very long time to actually realize that. Yeah. I letting the pup do the same. Well, they wanted to go out, and then okay. So there's a thing that Razer bought that, like, I guess it's like to prevent them from barking, because if they bark, it sets off this like loud, like noise that I can't hear, but they can, and I think they just like hate going outside now. Look at her like looking at me like I did something wrong. I didn't do this. You look so sad. Yeah. He's mad at me. See this? I didn't do anything. Go out, you can go out. Puppies! Puppies! Much. Oh, she's going ham. She likes doing this. She just likes to, like, dig. She's not fixed, and I think she's gonna start her period soon, so I think that's why she's been crazy. Getting really close. This is a table? The table I put a dog bed on top of. She's getting dangerously close to the edge there. The edge is right here. Ruh-roh. Well, what are you trying to pull a Hassan on CNN? What do you mean? Dude, I promise you Hassan would have gotten banned too if it wasn't for the fact that he's in England right now. So he streamed at like a really weird time. Because so many people got clapped by watching that coverage. And I don't think that's a proper DMCA either. Like, I think it's completely fair use if you're commentating over another live stream, right? That's not behind a paywall. There's no protection, so it doesn't matter. I'm not going to refute it. It's just one strike. I don't even know how to do it. The 48-hour ban, it's fine. It gives us a chance. It's kind of exciting. It's kind of exciting. It's like starting a new world. Like in Minecraft, you get to start from nothing, and then, like, you know, learn the ins and outs of YouTube streaming. So we're gonna YouTube stream for a few days, and maybe we'll start doing cross streams. I don't want to use StreamYards though. I know StreamYards works really well for that, but I really don't want to do it because I personally don't like the setup of StreamYards. Because I don't like new things, because I'm a boomer at heart. I don't know. Also, I think you have to pay for StreamYards. I don't know. OBS is free. I like the proletariat OBS, the open source, ethical technology of OBS. Oh yeah, we can't listen to any music. I know that's like the big thing is we need to be really careful about music.
Yeah, no. Be honest with you.
I usually, if I
Well,
see
to be fair, I guess it doesn't really matter because the things that matter with the DMCA on YouTube, it's not going to get you banned, it's going to get you demonetized. So if I listen to like a whole new world, a new fantastic point of view, on and away up here, it's crystal clear, where is one? I don't remember the words. All of that, I feel like that'd be fine. Disney claims me, and then I just like, now I'm pro-Trump, and now I'm pro-DeSantis. CNN is fake news. A whole new world. A new fantastic point of view. Like putting her to sleep. Do you see her eyes? Hold on. Way up here, crystal clear, where you have a whole new world with you. I'm literally putting your ass to sleep. I don't know any more words to the song. Start the Fuentes. Oh my god. No. For one, I'm a woman, woman coded or whatever, so Fuentes would not be interested. I'm not a young boy.
somebody swarming, whoop, the other way.
And that's, no, it did.
Nah, dude.
But not really at the end now, to be honest with you.
Nice typo there.
But
Honest.
not really at the end now, to be honest with you.
I usually, if I see somebody swarming, whoop, the other way.
And that's a little officers do too, so.
Well, Daniel, this is kind of one of the things that we kind of bring it in here to.
Right.
He's been up. See that, like, eye thing?
See how truthful you are.
Right.
Now you need to kind of think of a few different things here.
This is the most lesbian coded person I've ever seen.
Okay.
Okay, we pulled up a lot of video around that area after these allegations.
Okay.
Now, he's right about the surveillance video, but it was yet to be seen before this interrogation.
Okay, she also had a SANE exam, which you know what that consists of.
Right.
No.
There's a reason why we wanted your buckles.
Okay.
You're not going to describe to me what a SANE exam is, narrator? Yeah, this guy is, like, busting out of this, like... He looks like the original Hulk.
Okay. Now...
Also, I feel like it's kind of inappropriate, like... It's a little inappropriate to be, like, this close in a little bit, like, where... Like, her like, knees are, like, touching him.
We can go through a couple different things of why we've got you in here, but you sure
You're like, Tetris her way in here.
there's nothing you want to...
Nothing.
So if we go off the video
Well, they do
and
do that
watch
on purpose as
Right.
well.
you're still going to stick with your story.
Yes, sir.
If we go off DNA,
Yeah, as well.
Should we show you the video?
If yes.
263 years. That would be a legal conversation that you could have. But no, I don't see the reason for that. I mean, the reason they do compounding years like that is just because if you appeal one conviction, the other ones will stick. So it's not necessarily that anyone expects anyone to live that long. Similar thing. Wait for what? Personally, I felt they were morons and with the types of questions they tried to trick me with a small corner. I mean, I have an anxiety condition, so like I wonder like I'm actually really worried I could be like tricked into confessing to things because I just like and I feel like I know enough that I would just ask for a lawyer at any point. I'd either leave or ask for a lawyer. Like, but if I was I guess that would be kind of the best thing that I would do, but like I would worry that like I'm just like really awkward and like really anxious, especially around authority figures. Wait, what were you getting questioned on? Little brownie butt. Look at his little corgi feet. Ben, you're so cute. I'd asked for a lawyer a few years after that. Oh, I would have asked, yeah. If you ever get an interrogation, if they read you your Miranda rights, immediately ask for a lawyer. If you're in Canada, they can keep talking to you, but still do the same thing. They have to end the interrogation if you ask for a lawyer. If they read you your Miranda rights, ask for a lawyer, and then just shut the fuck up. If they don't Mirandize you, you can leave whenever.
You do want to see it?
Do I? Yes.
His confidence in wanting to see the video and openness in giving his buccal swabs leads us to believe that he's complying and is true to his side of the story.
Is this an AI voice? I feel like I've heard this voice before.
This can
But I don't know, maybe it's just like a narrator.
either be by the fact that he's telling the full truth, or maybe he secretly knows that that
Let's
evidence
see
won't
what
turn
I
up
know.
anything big.
Yeah, if it, don't ever talk, just don't talk to cops. Don't talk to cops. Unless you're like legitimately trying to help like them solve something that like either you've been a victim of or you're trying to legitimately help solve, but you are by no means like if you're like a witness, sure. But if it seems like it's turning on you, don't fucking talk to him.
Big. So far, he's stuck to his side of the story, and there are really no indicators of guilt
Yeah,
noted.
it does have a lot of
No
inflection.
change of tone, nervousness, anxiousness, nothing. He may be telling the full truth. The interrogators change the pace and try to rule out the possibility that the buckle they collected and the footage they got can
I feel like this is like what I feel like when I'm like on an airplane. This is like the most airplane looking like stance where like you're not comfortable like at all and you're just trying to make yourself like not like destroy the person next to you, especially like somebody this big.
can incriminate him.
You see my concern here.
I'm just listening to you, sir.
I know, but I'd rather listen to you.
But I'd rather listen to you.
And you start talking.
That's all I have, sir.
Did I change the title? How do I do that?
Are we gonna get something from the same exam?
Go with the same exam.
Do you understand?
I mean, his like laughing, I feel like that really speaks to me as him being truthful in a lot of ways, because it's like he's just unbelieving what's happening. Or disbelieving, sorry. How do I change the thing? True crime time. Daniel Holzclaw? I think it's spelled like this. I don't know.
You don't have to full-blown ejaculate to get something out of the same exam.
Right.
What?
We can get skin cells. We can get pre-ejaculate. We can do all that and still get DNA.
Right.
On your end, doing a YouTube. Well, the thing is, we're not gonna have any of our alerts, unfortunately. You guys can't jump scare me with FBI open up. I can do it to myself though. Hold on. Oh wait, I can't. Wait, did you hear it? I can play it on the page. Hold on, I can still do it. FBI, open up! I can still jump scare myself with that. It scares me literally like every single time. So I can do that on my end. So we don't have any of that. We don't have any of the channel point fun stuff. I don't know if I can... Is this a Twitch only thing? I think it is a Twitch only thing. Yeah, I don't think we have really a lot to do on YouTube yet. We could do the, I mean, I mean, if we want to be really lazy, or like not lazy, but very, I guess it would be the opposite of lazy. It would be like a lot of extra work for me. Where I can like play these manually. Wait, what do you mean no buttons? The fuck? Don't you tell me you got rid of them for some reason. Things being annoying. Now the channel points thing is not working at all. Oh my god, did it just undo it because I'm banned? Oh, fuck you thing. Whatever. I guess apparently that's gonna be shitty. Jazz coder to make something. What do you mean to make something? Yeah, also we don't have the emotes. I mean, to be fair, my emotes, not great. What else do we usually have on Twitch that we, like, I'm not gonna have any alerts. I'm not gonna have the follows. That's probably something what is it? How do I do it? Is it through StreamYards? Or not StreamYards, god damn it. That's probably something that I could easily set up multi-stream, but I don't know. The chat API yesterday. Well, no, I'm sure they already exist. I just don't know what they are. Yeah, I mean, like a chatbot would be pretty easy to work within. Or something like that. I'm just lazy. This one particular one that I like, I think it only works on YouTube. It's called Dashboard Sound Alerts. I don't know, maybe it does work on other things? The icon looks like it's Twitch, so it makes me believe that it's only Twitch.
And
oh god, not my bad.
Did your go in her mouth?
No, it did not.
Okay. Because DNA will clear it up, and here's the deal too. We can fall on the sword.
Okay.
And say I screwed up or something, but if we say we didn't do it, and then the DNA comes back and says he did it, then
the fuck, I don't even believe her.
We have a huge problem.
Right.
We're here to give you the chance to fall on the sword, so we don't want a huge problem. We don't want a huge problem for you.
Right.
This is time. It's time. If it touched her mouth, if it touched the inside of her mouth for 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, you gotta tell us now.
Look, there's a huge difference. There's a huge difference.
Whoa! Why'd he step over her right there? Let him cook for a little bit.
Between being forced.
Well, they're trying to do him a favor. They're trying to come off like they're like the old boys club, but I don't like. You can see she's annoyed that he cut her off right there.
Mm-hmm. And some old girl who wants it.
Right.
Okay. We've had plenty of that.
We get that. We know that.
Okay. But there is a big difference. Okay.
Right.
But I'm just saying, these videos ain't helping, and we're gonna do the comparing and all that.
Videos.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Videos?
But it's not looking good so far.
Okay.
Okay. And I don't want to see anybody go down for some.
Oh fuck! Yeah. This one website is only for Twitch. That's annoying.
Something that there was no force.
Right.
Now, I'm not seeing any beating or anything like that.
Right.
Okay. I'm not seeing that big time, big guy forcer.
Give me that 5-second backstory to this. So a grandmother, in, I believe Minneapolis. There's a lot to this, but the backstory was he pulled over somebody who was swerving. Who looked like they were swerving, and it ended up being an old black lady. She was like in her 60s or something. And then she claimed that he like assaulted her, and now they're interrogating him because of that and because of other reasons that have not been revealed yet.
type thing like what we do see.
Right.
But
But if it was a get out of jail free card, that happens.
Right.
And we know that happens.
After so much pressuring, Daniel continues to stick to the truth. Or should we say, his truth. Now, the detective switches gears and talks about another traffic stop that made the same claim.
let's switch up for a second. You had another girl, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You probably not necessarily going to remember the name.
So, the reason why I do find him generally pretty credible is that his demeanor has not changed the entire time he's been in this. And that doesn't necessarily mean anything, but it seems like he's been very forthright. He's not nervous. He's not making up lies. He's just been answering the questions. And he when he laughed earlier, like, it really seemed like a genuine, like, are you serious? Type of, like, questioning. So, this case is something that is very complicated, and they're gonna get into it later. I have another video we can watch on Daniel Holzclaw, that's more in depth. That really, it's made by somebody who is, I mean, I don't really know the political leanings of this channel in particular. I don't really think, they seem very objective from what I've seen, but I have one that's actually from a left-leaning, it's a true crime, so you don't really know, but they seem a lot more, at least, criminal justice lefty, and, I don't know, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Her name is Terry Morris, okay, black female.
Oh, is that why it sounds familiar? Yeah, because I follow that channel too. That makes sense if they, like, have connections, because it's kind of the same style, because they do a lot of, like, prison stuff. Yeah, because I like Audit the Auditor. Or Audit the Audit
Supposedly
narrator.
you promised her a ride to the city rescue mission.
Thank you.
Does this ring a bell?
No.
You did a
I
traffic
knew it
stop
sounded
with
familiar.
her. She thought you ran for warrants. Was it clicking? Drove her around.
Right there?
Mm-mm.
No.
Name doesn't. I don't recall a name like that.
But she's claiming the same thing. The exact same thing. And here again.
My name
for whatever
highlighted, like
reason,
I'm gonna forget
things
what my
are
name
pointing
is.
at you again.
Right.
Now this was before even this incident this morning. Traffic stop, not logged in, all that stuff.
This morning?
No, this has been a little bit ago.
Okay.
This was here just a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
Okay. Anything?
I don't.
Do you remember stopping?
I don't recall a name of Terry Moore.
Well, I wouldn't remember a name.
How about black female downtown, city rescue mission? That's what I was trying to jog your memory.
I haven't been to a city rescue mission.
I didn't say you made it there.
Have you promised anybody a ride to the city rescue
I haven't
mission?
asked anyone to ask me to the city rescue mission.
No, she didn't have to ask you. Did you offer to take anybody to the city rescue mission?
No, I don't offer anyone because I don't like going there.
Driving.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just too gullible, but that, I mean, again, when he's, like, even getting, like, grilled, like, he's just like, I don't understand what's happening. Let's be honest. Like, he seems really credible. Maybe I also have, like, bias because I'm also half Japanese. Maybe I just have, like, solidarity bias or something.
Another.
I've had a wreck on 20-something King where it was down for a little bit. Starting out, was in the pool cars, but this is my
The fuck is a pool of cars?
take-home car.
But I'm saying in the last month, have you been driving any of the older cars?
No.
Black and white versus the solid
I think
black.
this is the only car I've been in.
Have you ever driven a black and white car?
I have, yeah.
When was that?
Right out of the academy, regular Crown Vic.
But when you wrecked your car and it was down, what did you drive?
Crown Vic, black and white.
A black and white one.
Right.
When was that?
A year ago, maybe.
Oh, okay. How long have you had to take them?
Oh, I see.
Probably a year and a half.
And it's been this one.
This one, yeah.
So you wrecked it 6 months after having it?
Somewhere around there,
That
yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
Was it your fault?
No.
Well, that's good.
This claim was by Terry Morris, one of the accusers later on. She claimed that while Officer Holzclaw gave her a lift, he also made sexual...
Oh, it's like one of those "where did they touch you" dolls. This room is very odd.
advances toward her. He claims that he's never even gone that route, which is peculiar. He keeps sticking to his story and wants to hear the results of the tests so that this incident can be put in the past. In this 2-hour-long interrogation, there were only 2 points to note, one of which is about his girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, it is Oklahoma City, you're right.
You went home. Was anybody home?
I'm being Midwestern racist. Saying it's Minneapolis.
My girlfriend was home.
Did you live with her?
Huh? No, she didn't. She just stayed.
Did you get laid?
Messed around, yeah.
What's messed around? Sex?
He obviously seems uncomfortable. That's like the first... Okay, he's uncomfortable about this, and this is the first time that we've seen him uncomfortable. Like, we've not seen him have these behaviors before so far, so it's like, again, it's a little sussy, you know what I mean? Like if he's been lying about the first thing, like, why is he now all of a sudden getting uncomfortable?
I guess...
We were all adults.
We almost had sex, and she was tired.
What'd you do?
So, my... went around her... and then... maybe went a little bit in, and then she pushed me off and said, no, we don't want to. I'm tired. I was like, okay.
That's kind of mean to let it get that far and then stop.
So that's when you got home?
That's when I got home.
How often do you have sex?
No, they brought up the other woman at the beginning, and then they brought up another woman, and then, I mean, this has been like in direct.
About once a day, if that.
You guys have sex once a day?
Yeah.
How old are you?
27.
Well, yeah.
How much you jerk off?
What?
Maybe once a day.
So you have sex once a day and once a day?
Yeah.
What'd you do when you got shot down at home today? Usually you gotta relieve that.
Right.
I don't think she should be the one, like, taking that on. I feel like the other guy, like, leading with that would make way more sense. Like, this is, like, he's obviously, like, he's leaning away from here. He's obviously uncomfortable. Talking to her specifically. I think, like, he would be way more open to talking to the other guy. Yeah, because, again, they're, like, it kind of seems like she's, like, flirting with him in a way. It's, like, really weird. Like, imagine, like, a guy doing this to a, like, imagine if the gender roles were I don't know how she identifies or whatever, or other one, but, like, just imagine, like, if it was, like, like, how do you think this is gonna go? Like, she thinks that she's doing, like, a pick me, I'm, like, one of the guys type of thing, but I don't find this at all effective, and it's like, kind of creepy. And honestly, a little inappropriate. Like, if it's a dude talking with another dude, I feel like it would be, like, a completely different vibe, you know what I mean? They're not necessarily coworkers. She works in a, internal investigation, or internal affairs, I believe, or in sex crimes, so they're not, he's just like a, not a grunt. What's the cop version of a grunt? Like, where you're just, like, a patrolman? They're on the force, but she's a detective, a special investigator, and he is just like yeah, he's a beat cop, basically, yeah. So they are not at the same, they're not, like, in the same department, they're not, like, in the same, like, morning meetings type of thing. But they are both law enforcement, sure. I don't think she's necessarily in internal affairs, which... You'd kind of think you'd want an internal affair. I don't know how it works, but... Yep. I don't think she is. I think she... I think she's just working in the sex crime division. Like, if you're a detective, you don't have to do internal affairs I think you have to maybe do like a write-off with internal affairs as like, not like an independent person, but just as an entity to do an investigation like depending on how extensive the investigation is. But if it's like internal affairs is more about if it's like a collective, it's not that you're investigating one person, you'd be investigating the entire, branch or whatever. Yeah, of course, yeah. So they, I think they said at the beginning they had not ever talked before or something. But yeah, I think she's just I believe from what I remember that she is in sex crimes. So I would imagine she's a sex crime detective. I don't know how that works.
I know.
That was before work. That happened before work.
You before work?
Yeah.
Did you just roll over and go to sleep when she didn't give you any?
Yeah.
You ever been accused of anything like this before?
I haven't.
Not in Michigan?
No. I have not.
You weren't one of those football players.
I wasn't. I was not.
He claims that he was close to getting laid, in his explicit terms, but she was tired and they didn't do it. This is important because they
usually only exist for the police force. Yeah, gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah, I think she's like an SVU agent.
can now call his girlfriend and confirm this side of the claim.
Anything you can think of.
That bitch is a Republican and you know it.
That will help us help you.
That's it. I want to go test. I want to get cleared up my name.
Again, he seems really upfront about it. Like, she's obviously making him uncomfortable. But that's because of her own weird line of questioning. That other guy left to go jerk off. Just joking. But honestly, this doesn't seem very deceptive at all. Really, like, you can tell when he was uncomfortable. And you can tell physically he doesn't want to be near her because she's, like, way too close. She's asking inappropriate questions. Like, if I was, like, getting questioned by her, or, like, if she was, like, a dude and interviewing me, asking these same questions, I would be, like, so uncomfortable. Was a Punisher decal? Are you just assuming that? Because I wouldn't be surprised, but... that doesn't mean he's necessarily guilty.
Because you know what? If this is a bunch of false allegations, then I want it cleared up too.
Right.
And I'll help you clear it up. And
like, when was the last time you jerked off? You're like, what?
And
oh, fair enough.
This, we don't talk. It's not it's swarming around Spring Lake. It's out there.
It's just in the department too. So,
it's not swarming all over the department. We in sex crimes, we do not run around and go, guess what? This is what we're working. We don't do that. It's not
okay. So she's saying that she works in sex crime. So she's like an SVU or whatever.
Professional. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's around Spring Lake.
Right.
And everybody's gonna know.
No wonder they're not getting solved.
That we pulled you down here. We tried to do it as discreetly as we could.
Right.
But, and like I said, there's officers that, I'm not saying being with the hookers is right, but it happens.
Right.
And it's life.
Right.
And if that's what this was, lay it out there for me now.
Right. No, it wasn't.
Why the fuck would he admit to sex crime? Like, you're putting, you're reinstating, like, if you had any, like, rapport with him, reminding him that you were in sex crimes is going to destroy it if you're going to ask that question. If you're going to ask that question, don't mention again that you're in sex crimes. Just say it. Just ask the question. You don't have to give him the context. Like, if your tactic that she's going for were to work, like, why would you remind him, hey, I'm in sex crimes. Did you do any sex crimes? No, that completely defeats the point of you even having the rapport building at any point, even though I don't think she was very effective at it. Like, be like, oh no, I mean, like, you know, it's like, did you do anything? Like, because I understand these things happen, you know, like, downplay it. Yeah, but she shouldn't have said direct. I understand what she's saying, and I don't think that it was necessarily a wrong thing to imply, but she shouldn't have stated directly right before then, I am in sex crimes. Have you done any sex crimes with prostitute? Like, stop. Like, you don't have to remind him about that you're in it. Like, I just think that would be ineffective.
No.
Did she offer anything? Don't take me to jail. I'll do this. I'll do this. Did she offer you anything?
I think she was nervous, like I said earlier, maybe a little flirtatious, but nothing crazy.
She never offered anything in exchange for you not taking her.
Wait, Wait, you're not gonna ask that? He just said flirtatious.
No, she's really worried about going to jail, but
and sometimes they'll say, "Hey, I'll give you a hammer if I don't go to jail."
No.
She didn't offer that?
Mm-mm. She was nervous. Like I said, she cried earlier.
Did she cry as soon as you stopped her, or after she was in your car? When did she start crying?
I think in the car, yeah.
What made you let her go? Number one reason.
To be honest, I want to get home.
Then why'd you pull her over?
Alright, she's not doing any favors. I honestly think if it was just the dude, I think that maybe this would be going better. And I don't mean like necessarily like... I just think she's like being a little out of pocket with this type of stuff. And I understand they're kind of trying to do a good cop, bad cop, but they're not really doing a good Mott and Bailey here. Wait, that's the right phrase, right?
Like I said earlier, just cop, swerve, DUI, and if I had to do it, I would have done it. But I didn't think that she was past illegal.
Well, that makes sense that he feels guilty now about that, and that's why he's reacting in that way. But there's maybe a little sussiness there. I don't know. Hold on. I too am gonna pull over somebody.
What?
The next breakthrough comes after a while. And before that, they ask him about bringing up a polygraph, ask him more personal stuff about his sex life and his physique, talk about whether he takes steroids or anything. Then they finally ask him to submit his uniform, the same uniform he wore during the 2 traffic stops. He does claim that his underwear's in the washer, but the uniform is the same. Even so, he complies to give the interrogators anything they need to clear his name. Now here's the breakthrough. The detectives ask him for his girlfriend's number to confirm her side of Daniel's story.
Does she work? Are we gonna, if we call
She does work. She works normal 8 to 5 hours, Monday through Friday.
Okay. Where does she work?
At a Crest and Oil Memorial in MacArthur area. Around there.
We're getting those.
Yeah, we got DMCA for the town hall.
Don't call her. Okay.
We're banned for 48 hours.
You created some more work. We were fixing to go. I just talked to Carrie.
Okay.
She said she was asleep when you got home, and you did not try to have sex, and you did not have sex.
I did try to have sex.
She said you didn't. And I asked her, could you have been asleep? And you kind of, no. And she said no. You did not try to have sex.
As much as I don't want to involve her, I tried to have sex with her and she was asleep. Carrie goes to sleep pretty early, about 9, 10 at the late.
Okay, but she would know if you tried. I'm a woman.
I know.
And my husband comes home in the middle of the night, and I'm like,
Yep.
Are you kidding me? I've been asleep. You said you twirled around her vagina,
I did.
And you put it in a little bit, and then she said, I'm tired.
That's some chud shit, dude.
No.
I did.
She would remember that to tell me.
Shoot.
Maybe that's why he got so uncomfortable, because I bet he probably did do that, and that's still kind of a scumbag move. Like, she goes to bed early. She's passed the fuck out. He's trying to, like, fuck her, like, while she's asleep. Like, I've had exes do that. And obviously... Well, not... Never mind. I don't want to talk about it. But yeah, I've had ex-boyfriends do that.
Maybe.
She said you did not try to have sex.
And it's more personal because it's Carrie, but I did try to have sex with Carrie. I did.
I don't know what to say. I mean, because it just looks like I just caught you in a lie. And now I don't know what to believe.
I'm telling you.
I don't know what to believe.
Okay.
Because you tell me this, I go to verify it. She tells me the opposite, and now I'm wondering what you're telling the truth about.
Maybe because she doesn't know what the heck's going on.
No, she doesn't. I didn't tell her.
And I'm glad, but detectives calling.
What did she ask? She didn't tell him what's going on, so they're like, "Hey, Carrie, nice to talk to you. I want to ask you a question. Did you try and have did your boyfriend try and have sex with you yesterday?" Like, she doesn't like. What a phone call to get.
On her, any other officer asking her a question like that.
I know.
She may be scared.
Yeah, I'd be like,
I don't want to involve her, but
she's involved
that's
because
my
you
girlfriend. That's like
you need her involved for you.
Right.
But now she's given the story that you're not giving.
Wait, but again,
I'm telling.
Okay, if she didn't give him any context or give her any context, like she's probably gonna be like, "No, who the fuck are you? Like, what? What?" Well, like the whole like, you're like asleep on your side, and then they start like touching you or whatever, and then like, usually it's like what the fuck, dude? I don't know. I don't want to talk about it.
Telling you, I tried to have sex with Carrie,
But yes, I've had that happen to me.
my girlfriend.
She is gonna remember.
Both successfully and unsuccessfully. Like, or it doesn't mean it ends anywhere. They're just trying to like, I don't know.
Your weenie twirling around her hoo-ha.
Yes.
You remember that. I'm sorry, I don't care how much of a sleeper you are. You remember because it pisses you off in the middle of the night and you go, "Are you serious? Don't bother me with that."
Maybe you should call her and ask her if she's a deep sleeper. Because there's multiple times I've tried to do that. Multiple times we've had sex. Multiple times she has pushed.
Okay, the way to self-report on that one.
Well, you told me that you have sex every day, and she says you did not have sex today.
We didn't have sex today. No. We didn't.
Well, you said you have sex every day.
Mostly every day, yeah.
I mean, it's like 11 in the morning.
Yes.
So if I call her back, is she going to tell me that you'll have sex every day?
We did not have sex, but recently, mostly every day, yeah.
Okay, this guy probably is a piece of shit for that, but that I feel like would work more in his defense, where it's like, why is he then having to fuck like random people?
I'm a woman.
Dude, the phrase hoo-ha for like a vagina is so funny.
And I know what it feels like to be woke up for sex, and I don't like that. And you remember it, and I don't.
This is where she becomes ultimately ineffective, because why the fuck now you're judging him for everything, so why is he gonna ever admit to you anything? You can't make it personal, dude.
I don't believe you.
His girlfriend claims that they didn't have sex, even though he continues to stick to his story. Another point to note is that he said he has sex every day. Well, now he's...
Well, he said that... Wait, he didn't say that they had sex. He said that he, like, tried to, and then she's like, nah, and then he was like, okay. So, she's not wrong by saying they didn't fuck.
Changed his statement to, quote, mostly every day. Now, we're unsure why she would lie about that, but now the interrogator has something to work with. There's also the possibility that the detective didn't call his girlfriend and made up this logic just to get him to break.
Oh yeah, they can lie. We love that.
But this theory disproves after he starts getting calls on his cell later on.
I'm telling you the truth, I'm sorry. I tried to have sex with my girlfriend. I did.
don't know, you're a dude. Does your wife get
I could-
pissed off if you try to wake her up in the middle of the
She
night?
had white thong on and a t-shirt. And
Okay, you talk to him. I'm gonna go call her again.
Okay.
Because right now, I don't believe it.
Hey, the pants.
You want me to bring them in?
Yeah.
In a plastic bag?
Yeah.
I mean, a brown paper sack. Okay, don't start yet.
She's gonna add herself, I think, a little bit.
and that's probably her messing or whatever. I don't know.
She's like, what?
And
I don't think he said, I don't know. I think he went, "Row," like a cat fight type of thing. Hold on. Yeah, I think he's going, "Row." Like she's being unreasonable.
and that's probably her messing or whatever. I don't know.
She's like, what?
And
Oh, now he's automatically gonna be like, oh, like the woman leaves the room. Now we're gonna talk shit about her. Wow. Hey, no, that was
Well,
me.
we're not
involve
gonna.
her, Carrie.
Well, we're not gonna tell her. You're gonna have to explain whatever the situation is.
That's what happened.
I think this guy is probably a douchebag asshole, but I don't necessarily get like the sense that he's lying about. You not, Ben. Ben. Ben.
You got any questions of all this?
I'm
you
getting
asked.
attacked now. I'm just feeling. Oh my god.
I mean, it was a smart
Bless.
idea to leave him with the other guy.
I want DNA. I want everything. I want. Get it done.
We're gonna put it to the front of the line, okay?
Get it done.
I can tell you, it usually
You
takes
seem
a
pretty
long
confident.
time, but because of the situation, we will put it at the front of the line, okay?
Yeah.
Once again, his innocence
I want you to actually
compels him to bring
lightly
up
touch
his
that like
cooperation,
button.
and he once again agrees to give everything just to clear his name. After this, he calmly removes his uniform because he had agreed to submit it as part of his evidence. By the end, he's told that he's put on administrative leave with pay until the investigation takes place. Officer Daniel Holzclaw loomed over the city and media for months. Accusations of sexual abuse, including rape in the first and second degrees, sexual battery, and stalking, had been the talk of the town. Plus, the police were able to find 13 women who came forward. Holzclaw was arrested 2 months after that grueling interrogation and charged with 16 counts of sexual abuse offenses. As his trial loomed, his family staunchly defended him, claiming that there was no DNA evidence linking him to the crimes. However, on December 10th, 2015, he was convicted on 18 of the charges, with the jury recommending a staggering 263 years in prison. Despite the harsh sentence, there were many parts of the case which compelled many to look at the other side.
Okay, I have a better
This is
video
why
we can watch
we
about
believe
this.
that to make an objective view of this case, you also have to look at Officer Holtzclaw's side
I feel so bad for him. Maybe it's because I'm also a half Asian person. You're just like...
of the story, more specifically, his defense. Let's first consider the fact that he has no prior history of being a racist or an abuser of women to any degree, be it sexual, physical, emotional, or otherwise. According to his defense attorney, quote,
Couldn't have gotten a better picture of his defense attorney.
not a single ex-girlfriend, classmate, teammate, one-night stand, coworker, not even an acquaintance. Nobody would say Daniel was anything but quiet, respectful, kind, and focused on his girlfriend, career, and his physique. Then we come to the victim profile. They were all black women with a drug history. The defense claimed
The most vulnerable people that you could, I'm sure, convince in anything.
that Lieutenant Timothy Musney of the Oklahoma City Police Department arbitrarily ordered detectives to compile a list of all black females that Holtzclaw had come into contact with, regardless of whether they had a criminal record for drugs or prostitution. It was a shocking move, one that defied all standards of fairness and justice. Detectives Kim Davis and Rocky Gregory took on the task with relish, randomly contacting women on the list without any regard for their innocence or guilt. As they worked through the names, the list soon took on a life of its own, becoming known as Daniel's quote-unquote perfect victims in the eyes of the prosecution and the media. But at the jury trial, the prosecution denied the existence of this insidious list, even though police records were full of direct references to it. Now you might think, how can 13 women lie all together? And how can their profile be so matching? Well, that may be because they were the kind of women contacted by the investigators. It's also interesting to note that Lieutenant Timothy Musney suddenly retired in 2019 after being placed on administrative leave and being asked to come in for an internal affairs interview regarding how he handled an undisclosed sexual assault investigation. On top of that, more accusers were found to be not credible. 62% to be exact, according to the defense. In reality, there were 21 accusers, of which 8 were eliminated because they claimed to have been assaulted after Daniel was put on administrative leave. Of the 13 left, 5 resulted in acquittals. One of the acquitted accusers was Shardarian Hill. Her 2-hour-long police interview led to a confession of her getting attacked by a police officer, and she described someone similar to Daniel Holzclaw. But the real cause of the acquittal was what she said at the end.
So this is good evidence?
Well, you tell me.
I think so, because I mean, y'all, even if he didn't even rape nobody or nothing, he's been in contact with people that he arrested.
How can someone who spent hours claiming that Daniel sexually assaulted her even think of saying, quote, even if he didn't rape nobody? Hill's allegation resulted in 6 criminal charges, but Daniel was acquitted of all 6. Then there was Ellis Smith, who was counted as one of the accusers in the case, and also the reason why he's serving 62 of those 263 years in prison. In 2019, a never-seen-before deposition video was released where she admitted to never seeing Holzclaw before until the trial. In the call and the interrogation, she revealed that her attacker was a black man who was shorter than him.
Yeah, again, Daniel Holzclaw is like 6'2". He's like Hassan size.
I have received a tip on, I work in sex crimes, and I've been working some cases, and I received a tip that you may have been sexually assaulted by a police officer.
Yes, I have. But I didn't say anything because I know that I know police department and police things all stick together.
Well, we ain't sticking together on this one.
Oh, okay.
So I would like to interview you.
I didn't ever get his badge number. I don't know anything. I was terrified. I just didn't know what was going on because he said I'll do that, or he was going to, I don't know. I didn't know whether if I still did it, or is he going to take me to jail or what. It was a black man.
Okay.
He was in a black and white police.
Yeah, I don't think Daniel Holzclaw is going to be mistaken for a black man.
car.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Tell me your description of him.
He's black.
He's black male.
Muscular.
How tall could you tell? You're pretty tall. How tall are you?
Oh my god, she's really tall. What the heck? I think she's 5'11".
How tall are you?
5'11".
Is he taller than you or shorter than you?
Like right here, maybe, like that.
So you think he's shorter than you?
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of car did he have?
A black and white one.
Black and white car?
Oklahoma City police car.
Okay. One more question. When you described him as a black male, what, and I don't know, everybody's like, are you? Are you a medium color? What's your skin tone to you?
Odd question?
I'm light.
You're light. Okay, what was he?
He's darker.
Okay.
He's darker than
yeah,
you?
that definitely is not Daniel Holzclaw.
Miss Alice, do you recognize this individual?
Yes, I do.
Okay. How do you recognize?
Yeah, so basically the main consensus, because we're at the end of the video here, there's another video that I want to watch just related to this, is that there's a few conspiracies behind this where there probably were police officers going around raping disenfranchised, like the most vulnerable, like drug addict black women, because it's obviously not going to be believed. And then I think that they just wanted to put it all. I don't know if this was a thing that the sex crime person, I don't remember what the fuck her name was, like wanted to just all put on one person or something. But like, I don't think that they're lying by any means. I don't like, she didn't seem like she was lying at all. I think that she knew what happened to her, and she never changed her story. She's talked about how she got assaulted by a black man that was a police officer in a particular car. And there were people that were on the force at the time that had those traits that nobody fucking investigated. So I think Daniel Holzclaw might have been guilty for something. I don't know. He kind of seems like a douchebag in a way. But I don't think that he was guilty for all of them at all. I think he was a scapegoat for the fucking police department. There's a really good video on this. It's a really long one, but we're already in the hole here. Wait, what is it? Matt Orchard. Also, he's got a great accent, so it's fun.
A little bit in, and then she pushed me.
Okay, so this has like a thing where it does half of it seeming like he's innocent, and then half of it showing that he's guilty, and then half of it showing that he's innocent. Just don't remember when. Oh, it's right here.
Ken Holzclaw was born on the 10th of December,
first one is what we've already seen, is the interview
Eric and
footage.
Kumiko Holzclaw. He was the baby of the family, coming after his two siblings, Julie and Jennifer. And fortunately, his sisters were just as smitten with him as his parents. With an obvious athletic bend from day one, Daniel quickly rose to prominence as the star linebacker for the Enid High School football team.
So Matt Orchard likes to do this thing where he like debates you the first half, but we already saw the video that was basically debating you, so that's why I'm skipping it.
Even setting a school record for
God damn, I wish I was a tall jack dude.
25 tackles in a game. And while the profile of popular high school football star with a specialty in tackling might conjure up images of a bully jock in some people's minds, Daniel Holzclaw did not fit into the mold of a gridiron meathead. Marked by a reserved and considerate demeanour, no one ever really had a bad word to say about him. We can say that with confidence because later in life, professionals would comb through his past trying very hard
Oh no, he's a fan of Destiny.
to find people who did. They came out completely empty-handed. His athletic ability was of such a high pedigree, it earned him a scholarship at Eastern Michigan University, where he graduated with a degree in criminal justice. Holzclaw had aspirations to go pro in
Did you
football,
hear?
but unfortunately
He
he
deserves to get
didn't make the
arrested.
cut for the NFL draft. Knockbacks like that can be devastating, and when a person's life dream is put to an end in
Bro, why did we ever think this was a good idea?
such a decisive way, it's
As a
not all too
society.
uncommon for them to go into a deep depression or even lash out against others. But again, Daniel Holzclaw defied stereotypes.
To be fair, if he wasn't doing this, he'd be on the Daily Wire talking about how much trans people suck.
In about as much time as it takes to brush a little dirt off one's shoulder, he resolved to move on
Oh my
to what
god, this guy's yoked.
was next, and followed in his father's footsteps, becoming a police officer. Patrolling for the Spring Lake division of the Oklahoma City Police Department, he found a lot to relish in the job. From chase downs that brought back feelings of being on the football field, to the day-to-day routine of helping out his fellow citizens. At the age of 27, he'd already had more ups and downs than some people will see in a lifetime. And while the lost dreams of fame and fortune that come with being a pro football player still hurt sometimes, ultimately, Daniel Holzclaw felt that he had made good. Until that one June afternoon when he walked in to begin his late night shift, and his entire life, as he knew it, began to unravel.
A month or two and none of this will matter very much.
Given the onslaught of abject horror you've been subjected to earlier, it would be understandable if you found the fawning introduction of this video's second half to be in very poor taste. But there was a reason for it beyond serving as a tonal shift. Although it's not unheard of for someone who was previously seen as a pillar of the community to be revealed as a sexual deviant or
It's where I get my good accent from. I watch a lot of Matt Orchard videos. He's got a really good one on how lie detectors are complete bullshit.
even a serial killer. Typically in those sorts of cases, previous red flags or troubling incidents that were observed by those around them will come to light after the fact. For a serial rapist and extreme sexual sadist to have absolutely
That's Australian. That's not God, I wish we could watch Below Deck.
zero instances of transgressions or questionable behavior noted by
Look at this fucking tall king. You gotta keep the tall Asians down. This is racist against tall Asians.
girlfriends or their peers is...
That's weird.
Well, it is certainly atypical. That's not to say it's impossible, but it is unusual enough that it should give you serious pause before concluding their guilt, absent
Hold on, I'll wait till the end for the
categorical proof they're the culprit of the deeds in question, which leads us to a much less speculative point that's key to the proposition of Daniel Holzclaw's innocence. Detectives Kim Davis and Rocky Gregory were convinced of Daniel Holzclaw's...
Wait, if I get banned from YouTube, can I not log into my accounts again? Because that's gonna actually be really annoying. Not that I think this is gonna happen, I'm just thinking about it.
guilt from the outset. This is not...
It's like I can't watch Hassan without like... I can't watch anybody without getting ads. Because like I'm not logged in, so I'm not a subscriber. It's kind of fucked now you think about it.
so much an allegation as it is a matter...
Like, I should still be able to use my account. I just shouldn't be able to chat. And I shouldn't be able to like obviously post content. Why am I completely logged out of my account? If it's a temporary ban.
matter of public record.
Before we started the interview, I felt like that what Janie told me was the truth, yes. It was my main focus. I was going to put him in prison.
Wait. What was it about Casey Anthony? Did you see that?
It was my main...
Oh. Okay.
main focus. I was going to put him...
But you could still watch them, but the thing is, I'd have to watch ads. Because if you're subbed to somebody, you don't have to watch their ads.
in prison.
The extent of their...
So now I can't, if I'm subbed to somebody, I can't watch their content without getting ads, which is fucked because I'm paying for that.
bias is illustrated all the more vividly when observing how they responded to holes in their model. After deciding that Holzclaw was guilty of what Janie Liggins alleged, and was also the
I'm entitled to this, okay? Well, to be fair, I am paying for it. It is fucked, come on.
officer responsible for the rape of Terry Morris, they came to the understandable conclusion that there were likely more unreported cases out there. They also concluded that if Daniel Holzclaw was a serial rapist, then he would almost certainly have some skeletons in the closet of his personal history. Also an understandable conclusion, because, as has just been noted, the vast majority of the time, a person with this sort of profile would indeed have some sinister actions in their past. Sinister actions that, even if well concealed, would be unearthed after some serious digging. And so seriously dig they...
Chromosome? Oh, like he's like, no, he's just got like Charlie Kirk face. He's just like a jock. The man is huge. He's got like the opposite of Hassan's problem, where his face is very small. Well, actually, he's got a Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk is actually incredibly tall. Charlie Kirk's like 6'4". Like Charlie Kirk is like as tall or taller than Hassan, and his face still looks like it's way too small for his head.
They did. They interviewed multiple people associated with Holzclaw, both inside and outside of his police work, and after none of them
I mean, he only did high school football. I don't think he's gotten that too much CTE.
were able to cast aspersions on his character, they moved on to the town of Ypsilanti, Michigan, where Holzclaw had gone to university. Again, not a negative word was to be found pertaining...
No, he's not. He's like really tall. Vosh is 6'2", and he was taller than... Wait, hold on. Vosh is 6'1", my dude. You're gonna tell me that Charlie Kirk is 6'1"? Vosh is a tall man. Charlie Kirk is huge. Everyone knows that he's huge. This is also the fun part because you get to see how tiny Tim Pool is. Look at how cute his little like stance is. I guess he's not that short. Like maybe like 5'10", 5'11". Bosch is like 6'1", and like Charlie Kirk is huge, dude. Trust me. Oh, the soccer player in England? No, I'm telling you, Charlie Kirk is really tall. Sorry. He's like, I think like either as tall or taller than Hassan.
To Daniel Holzclaw.
But as we know, everyone on the internet is short besides Zoyle.
Leaving no stone unturned, they then journeyed to Enid, Oklahoma, tracing the investigation of Holtzclaw's propensity for sexual assault all the way back to high school. Just as before, they found no romantic partner who could recall any sort of wrongdoing, or even an associate who could remember witnessing something untoward. And after finding absolutely nothing in Daniel Holtzclaw's past that fit with the profile they'd created based off of his alleged actions,
Wait, Hassan's been near Charlie Kirk, right? Wait, did I just save that? What did I do? Hassan, Charlie Kirk. Is there an image of them like standing up? Oh shit, they're the same height. We love our tall kings, I guess. Alright, that's a little aggressive, Hassan. The angle I feel like make Hassan look taller, but I bet they're like the exact same height. From TPUSA. Bro, I wish I was like a tall, jack dude. I feel like life would just be so easy.
At one moment did they reconsider the pursuit of him as Oklahoma City's most prolific serial rapist. Of course, you might forgive
As a political commentator, I mean, not like in general.
This bias in light of how vindicated their theory wound up being later on. After all, as we've seen, they did indeed find multiple women Holtzclaw was confirmed as having come into contact with while on duty who all had strikingly similar accounts of being sexually assaulted by a police officer. And that's quite right. Numerous reports detailing the same MO are indeed very damning in a case like this, but much less so if those similarities and even the initial accusations themselves are
No, it's all correct. Yeah, of course they do, but they're all like mysteriously very confident. You get to command a room by just saying things, dude. You walk into a room, everyone pays attention. Tall privilege, bro. It's disgusting that they don't recognize it.
Prompted, something that will become a recurring theme on this side of the video. The integrity.
I don't think height necessarily, like if you're like average height, like I'm just like tall privilege.
Of corresponding accounts is further compromised if the nature of the alleged crime, the MO of the suspect, and or the suspect's identity is publicly known. This poisons the well, as any potential complainant who's contacted or comes forward may be privy to information that
Ring here? What the fuck?
will make their story more credible.
We begin tonight with some shocking allegations against an Oklahoma City police officer.
A woman says she was pulled.
I would not compare tall privilege to pretty privilege. They are both privileges, but tall privilege doesn't really have any downsides, or pretty privileges tends to actually have downsides. Like, tall privilege, you're not gonna, like, get fucked over because you're pretty or whatever. Or sometimes you're gonna get fucked over with pretty privilege. Because of, like, jealousy. Not that I've seen, at least.
Pulled over, frisked, and forced to perform oral sex during a traffic stop. She talked exclusively with News 9 crime tracker Adriana Ivashinsky, who joins us with the story now live. Adriana?
Kelly, Oklahoma City Police.
That last name. Ivashinsky. That's the most Polish last name I've ever seen.
Confirmed they are investigating this claim and that an officer has been placed on administrative leave, but they are not releasing his name at this time. But this woman tells me she's just.
You don't fit in a plane seat if you're tall, okay? But but you make more money on average, so go to business class, bitch.
glad he's off the streets.
This woman agreed to talk with me as long as we protected her identity. She says she was driving home from a friend's
That has nothing to do with being tall.
House last Thursday around 2 a.m. when she was pulled over.
And as I passed 50 Lincoln, the lights changed.
I just realized Maybe I've made this joke before, but you know how there's like DGG, VGG, all of those? If we did my name, it would be NGG. I don't think that would be a good... I don't think that would be a good thing to have. That you guys want to be a NGG? Like if you're a VGG or a DGG, you would be an NGG. Okay, well the people don't act like you're don't know what I'm talking about. Like if you're a DGG, you're like a fan of Destiny. If you're a VGG, or you're a fan of Vaj, you're an NGG. Oh, stop! They haven't canceled Destiny. I'm fine. But it would be NGG. Oh my god, that'd be so bad. Oh my god, then I just thought, what if I put N-E? Because that's how I spelled my name. N-E-G-G-E. It's just getting worse. I fucking have the worst name. Alright, we're not creating one of those websites. I don't want like the what is it? Like VGG. Wait. Vosh. Vosh.gg. That's what they called VGG. So it was Nina.gg. It would just be N.gg. Yeah.
And that's when he put his lights on.
Should not have had my name start with an N.
I say, what did I do?
The 57-year-old grandmother of 12 says she pulled over to the nearest side street right by these buildings. She says that officer told her to get out of
Oh my god, this is the best quality you can get?
her car and then frisked her. And there were security cameras all around.
So he patted me down. He didn't find anything.
She tells me the officer then told her to undress.
So I raised up my blouse. He wanted to raise up my bra. I did all that. He took his flashlight. He shined it on my chest.
She says he then forced her to perform oral sex while she was sitting in his squad car.
I said, oh no, sir. I said, you ain't supposed to do this. I said, you ain't supposed to do this to me, sir.
This grandmother says a car even passed them during the incident.
He said, hurry up. He's actually got off of duty. He said, I don't have all night.
She says the entire time she feared for her life.
I said, sir, no, I can't do this. He said, come on, just a minute. I said, sir, I can't do this. I said, you're going to shoot me. You're going to shoot me.
Officer Daniel Holzclaw is in custody tonight with several women coming forward claiming to be his victims. KOCO's Bree Steffen has the latest tonight on the case. She's live at the Oklahoma County Jail. Bree?
Well, this was a very difficult announcement for the Oklahoma City Police to make, many of them taking it very personally. That officer was booked into jail earlier today for allegedly sexually abusing several women throughout the past couple of months while he was on duty. He's off the streets tonight, but investigators are worried
We'll start hanging out with Zerka.
There could still be more victims out there. This Oklahoma City police officer accused of violent crimes. Daniel Holzclaw has been on administrative leave since June when a woman accused him of sexually assaulting her during a traffic stop. Now, rape, sodomy, and sexual battery are just a few of the complaints.
Instrumentation, forced oral sodomy, sexual battery, indecent exposure. Yikes.
Against him. The sex crimes unit uncovered 6 other women who also claim to have been abused by Holzclaw.
Traffic stops, some of the individuals were actually just walking in the neighborhood, and they were stopped.
This man's name is Bill City. I swear to God, half of like the people that work for like any sort of like positions of power have the most comical names. His name is Bill City. This is like a Sims ass name, dude.
Searched, threatened in some way with arrest or something to that extent, and as a result of that, coerced them into providing sexual favors to him.
While all of the charges will be examined, not all of them can be given equal time, and so to illustrate the flaws and bias involved with this investigation, and lay some of the foundation for your reassessment of Daniel Holzclaw's guilt, it's important
Oh, this guy. This guy's like getting his soul sucked out by a Dementor.
to revisit the case of Terry Morris, whose allegation, you'll recall, predates the Liggins traffic stop and the resulting investigation into media attention. Her case was assigned to Rocky Gregory on May 27th, still several weeks before he'd be pursuing...
That's the other guy that was in the interview that we saw. That was, you couldn't see him. He was like in the corner. That's the other guy. The one that was like,
Holzclaw as her
"Rah."
assailant. Gregory actually had quite a lot of difficulty even finding Morris for her version of events, as she had been wayward on the streets since the night she initially reported being raped by an officer, and none of her acquaintances knew where to find her. However, on June 3rd, Gregory is informed that Morris has been detained at Northeast 26th and Urban League Court, and he finally gets the chance to interview her. She was very unhappy with the circumstances surrounding the interview, and seemed to have lost interest in pursuing her assailant.
You know, I got to encourage you to go through and talk to me. Okay. I can't have this guy running around Oklahoma City.
But if somebody else can do it, I don't want to. I just want to leave it alone. I want to try to.
Let me ask you this: do you have children?
They didn't have body cams in what is it? Oklahoma City at the time. This happened in like 2017.
You're very close.
Body cams are a new thing, and that's also a big reason why body cams protect both you and you as the cop, and obviously your interaction, or the people you have the interactions with. Body cams are good for both sides, unless they're trying to hide something.
Children. Are they going?
Yes,
Are they going with
sir,
you?
I don't want to. I just want to sign the paper, please, please, please.
Give me 2 more minutes, and I'll fill it up as I talk. Okay. I'll fill it
Yeah,
up
but they've not been widespread for a long time, my guy.
as I talk.
Body cams were not like as prolific as they are now, especially after like George Floyd. Like these things have become like way more prevalent.
Oh, I thought you were at a rehab here.
I was after I came from Woodward.
Okay, so you went.
Woodward is a mental health.
Okay, and then you went where?
I was at the City Rescue Mission. I was in the BTL.
Did you?
Faith-based drug program.
Where's that at?
Downtown, right down here somewhere.
What's
the,
the,
just so bad.
What's the name
I remember that.
City Rescue Mission.
That
but you said that there was a faith.
BTL.
Oh, I got hiccups.
BTL. From what I understood, you left a rehab.
I don't. Please. Oh God. Jesus.
Well, you gotta understand. You can't blame me for trying. You know, that's your mental health. Where you been diagnosed?
Paranoid schizophrenic with depressive features.
The paranoid schizophrenic.
Post-traumatic.
The paranoid schizophrenic. She has mental health issues. I mean, it's not uncommon for people in her situation. She's a lot of paranoid schizophrenics. They tend to be interested in like drugs, because it either lets the voices go or it helps them just cope with their daily life. Like these people are not well. Like it's hard for them to live like every single day. So it's not hard to believe that they're gonna go to drugs that numb the pain, so to say, like heroin or like meth, or I mean, obviously those are two very different drugs, but it has been very well documented that those are people who have these type of conditions tend to seek out those type of things. So whether or not she is currently high, I don't necessarily think would be the case, because I don't imagine that she would be going into a police interrogation, or not interrogation, but like would come in with this and be like this honest. She might be, I don't know. But this is obviously somebody who has been going through a lot of stuff, and she's still like not wanting to deal with it. She just wants to like stay on this. Like she's not trying to like maliciously go after this man. You know what I mean?
With what kind of features?
Depressive.
I gotta find a date. I gotta put a date down.
For what?
For whatever had happened.
Well, I don't know. It happened.
Okay. Also, people who have mental health issues like this have most likely been abused. at some point in their life, whether or not it was this exact situation. We're gonna notice a theme here, and I don't want to write it too much in the sand here, but like we're gonna notice a theme of the irony being that, oh, Daniel Holzclaw abused a lot of women that were disenfranchised, that didn't really have a lot of, strong feelings either way, so that they were like really easy to take advantage of, right? So ironically, it does kind of flip on the prosecution here a bit, where a lot of them probably just, this is what comes down to policy of what they were doing. Because if they were like just being like, we're going to lock you up if you don't say this, then they're equally the same level of vulnerability to both the police and the predator. You know what I mean? Well, maybe this is how she talks. She seems like she's upset.
Sometime last month, that's all I remember.
Last month in May?
I mean, to be fair, I talk like that. Even if I'm not drinking.
I think.
Not like her, but like
it was last
slow.
month about, I don't know, the first, second, third week, something, I don't know.
Especially if I'm really upset. If somebody especially was like, a little autistic, like it's like I have a really hard time talking to people like in positions of power, because I just, for one, like have a disdain for them. And two, like I'm like, I don't know, I just have a weird reaction to it.
Do you know, this says location of offense.
That is not true at all. I sound like this. Okay, whatever.
It was in downtown, I don't know, downtown.
Well, I don't have her accent, so I'm not gonna do that downtown or whatever,
We're down here.
So I
don't know, dog. I don't know, because I'm not from downtown. I'm from the northeast area, so I don't know. It is.
She's obviously really anxious. Like, she's doing self-soothing behavior. She's like feeling shy. Like, I don't think that she understands that she can leave,
Leave that far away from the city rescue mission. I don't know. I was coming back from the east side and taking care of my business. I don't know, because, I don't know. I don't know my directions. Like, I just don't know. Wasn't really sure I was.
Yeah, she's not aware what she's happening. She just dropped her purse. She immediately picked it up. So she's not like she's out of it. Like, she knows what she's saying. She's just, maybe like having an anxiety thing. She says she's a paranoid schizophrenic. Those things go hand in hand with anxiety.
Not far from the city rescue mission. He said that.
I gotta have you.
Right, ADHD.
This, okay? But you gotta put it like an actual reason. Is there anything I can say to persuade you?
Also, I think she's also like maybe like a sex worker, so I'm sure that she's afraid that she might get caught up, you know what I mean?
To change her mind. What if you needed more time?
No, I just want to get it, because I'm leaving it. That's why Mighty's coming to get me at the end of the night, because I'm having a hard time doing it.
She might be a little drunk, but like I don't think she's like zoinked,
I wish you would talk with me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm still gonna give you my phone number, because I hope you do. Because I don't want this guy on my police department.
I don't want him near me.
Terry, is there anything you'd like to tell me? Anything that I should know? I can't tell you. I want to beg you to give me.
A little creepy just having this like baby doll sitting right here. Like, this is like really off-putting to me.
Information.
I know, I was that person.
The only thing that can really be ascertained from Gregory's first interview with Morris is that she is adamant the incident occurred downtown, and probably near the city rescue mission. Even the date is very foggy. Just under a fortnight after Morris's first fruitless interview, Detective Gregory now has a prime suspect in Daniel Holzclaw, and sought out Morris again to see if she would help pin him as the culprit. He was able to get a photo lineup in front of her on June 24th, but she was unable to positively identify Holzclaw, saying she wasn't sure, and he ran into another problem.
Yeah, that's fine. I understand that that's probably what they do use it for, but it's just weird to have it just like sitting there. Like, put it in a drawer or something. Like, It just seems odd to just have it like sitting there the whole time. I mean, they didn't show that part of the interview. Maybe that was the case, and she put it back over there. But like, I don't know. It just seems like odd.
Problem concerning the date.
So you're not for sure on the time now.
Because I would wonder, like, if you're talking about like, usually when I see like dolls like that being used, it's for like kids that are like unable to express how they're being sexually assaulted. I think most adults would not want to interpret how they were sexually assaulted on a baby doll, because that doesn't really portray the right thing. And also, I think that would make them feel more uncomfortable. Like if you had like a full like a Barbie or something that someone's like supposed to interpret like being an adult, I think that would make it easier as an example instead of a baby doll. A baby doll would, I feel like, to me, be like way more disturbing. Like if I got assaulted, like to describe what happened to me on a baby doll would make me so uncomfortable. So many, they are, what? I mean, yeah, I have mental issues too. What, like, why would I want to do it on a baby doll? What the fuck? Yeah, but I'm saying, like, it might be there. I agree, it probably is there for kids. You're correct. It's just weird that they didn't, like, clean it up a little bit. Like, it just seems, like, distracting and weird to have, like, a baby doll sitting there. Well, I don't think that she needed a doll. I think that, like, it was just odd that they left it there. It just kind of seems lazy police work.
Before you thought it was at the end of May 20th, 21st. Is that still?
Yeah.
That still sounds right? Like just a couple of days before you talk with the officers?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you interested in going forward with this?
As noted during Holzclaw's interrogation, his GPS data did have him downtown on the 20th, but this was only for a brief period when he was making a county jail arrest. His patrol car never made peculiar stops in the downtown area after that, making his rape of Morris near the city rescue mission on that date logistically impossible. In fact, it was logistically impossible for Holzclaw to have raped Morris in that area on any date, as his GPS data never showed any kind of stop in downtown that could fit with that scenario. He had recently run Morris through the Varuna database though, on May 8th, nearly 2 weeks prior to the date of the incident, and Holzclaw's encounter with Morris took place at Liberty Station Apartments, about 4 miles from the city rescue mission. It was also an encounter Holzclaw did not make any attempt to hide, as he called Morris in at the time.
Want to run LSD, last name is Morris, Mary, Ocean, Robert, Ida, Sam, first name is Terry, Tom, Edward, Robert, Ida, they're with us on the 63, Barfield.
From the perspective of wanting to strengthen the case against Holzclaw, Gregory's
What the fuck is that language you guys use in the cops? They don't use Echo Bravo Romeo? Why do cops gotta be so fucking weird about everything? What do they call that? The phonetic alphabet? Like Alpha, Beta, Zulu, Niner, Cessna, or Sierra, Tango, Lima. You know they want to be military. Why don't they just use the same one? It's more confusing. Yeah, I remember the phonetic alphabet. Who is it? Okay, Alpha, Beta, Sierra, Delta, oh fuck, what's E? Oh, Sierra is S. Sorry, Charlie. Charlie, not Ed, is it? Oh, Echo. I did say Delta. A, B, C, D, E. F is for friends who do stuff together. Oh, Foxtrot, yeah. G is... I think I'm overthinking it right now. Hold on, I'm closing my eyes. Guillermo del Toro. Guitar. I don't remember. What's G? Fuck. G is... Okay, I remember some of it. Gonorrhea. Golf! Golf. It's golf. A, B, C, D, F, G, H. Hemar. Oh my god, I don't remember a lot of it. I did remember some parts. I was impressed with what I did remember. Oh yeah, hotel. I's Indiana. Or Indy. Sorry, not Indiana. Indy. J is Juliet. K is Kilo. L is Lima. M is Mommy Milkers. No. M is Major? Mike. God damn it. N is Nike? That can't be right. November. God damn it. O is October. I assume because that one was November. I'm pretty sure it's October. P is Privyet. Oh, it's Oscar. God damn it. P is Portobello. I know it's not right. Privyet. It's KKW. I don't know. What is P? It's not Prime. Oh, it's Papa. You're right. It's Papa. Okay. Q. What the fuck is Q? Quail? Porter? Quinn? Queen? Quota? I don't think any of those are right. Q? Quebec? Oh, disgusting Canadians. I know R is Romeo. S is Stalin. I really don't remember those very well. I was popping off at like the early ones, okay? I know I'm right with Romeo. S is Sokovia. Stupid stops. I don't have it, dude. I don't think I have any of them, to be honest, at this point. I think that we should probably just call it. All I know is the last one, Zulu. Because I always thought Zulu was a really cool name. Oh, I knew that already. I said it. Fuck, you're right. It was Sierra. I just thought Sierra started with a C for some reason. Well, fuck me on that one. I think X is X-ray. Oh yeah, then there's Tango. I'm pretty sure X is X-ray. Y is yak? I don't know. Oh, uniform. It's a Y. Yak. Oh, Victor. Damn, no wonder I crashed my plane when I was playing Microsoft Flight Simulator. Oh, Yankee. God damn it, of course it was Yankee. Alright. Well, that's a reminder. And then Zulu. Zulu's my favorite. I just think if I ever have a male character, like if I ever, like I played through like, what's the farm game? Stardew Valley. And I like, or like, the Fire Emblem games, if I play as like, oh yeah, Whiskey is in there too. I knew that one, to be fair. But like, if I ever play through it as like a guy name, I think Zulu is like a really cool name. Never forget Whiskey. Our cat's name is Whiskey. He had to have surgery recently, so he's been coned. It's been very funny. As a concept, I haven't actually even seen him. Name is Zulu. There was actually like, I mean, the origin of the phrase Zulu, I think, is like an African tribal society. Apples, Butter, Charlie, Duff, Edwards, Freddie, George, Henry, Inc., Johnny, King, London, Monkey, Nut, Orange, Pudding. Am I saying slurs at this point? I feel like I shouldn't be saying these words in the order that you're saying them. A little whiskey cone. Hold on. I gotta go.
Second interview with Morris was a disaster, but still he was not deterred. On July 10th, he interviewed Morris for a third time, and now the circumstances were a little different. Morris was in Oklahoma County Jail for a drug charge and eager to transfer to rehab. During that interview, she changed the location to Liberty Station Apartments. She never explicitly revised the date, but because May 8th was the day Holzclaw stopped her, that was just taken as a given. In addition to all of this, there happens to be an alternative suspect for the Morris accusation, who seems to tick more boxes than Holzclaw does. An officer by the name of Jeff Sellers was the only other OCPD personnel to have recently run a records check on Morris. This was a bit earlier, on April 11th, so it wouldn't have been on the night of the alleged assault either, but could fit the same MO the OCPD was positing, of a predator who profiled victims in advance. Sellers had been previously fired by the OCPD for having sex with prostitutes in his patrol car while on duty, later being reinstated after winning an arbitration decision. He was not included in the photo lineup shown to Morris, and he was never treated as a suspect by Detective Rocky Gregory. If all of this is beginning to make you dubious toward the validity of these particular—
Dude, I hate Art Deco. I think this is what they call this. This is like such an ugly design for a building.
accusations, then you're in the same company as the jury. Daniel Holzclaw was found not guilty of all charges pertaining to Terry Morris. With plenty of fires left to put out, and having not yet addressed any of the charges that account for Holzclaw's 263-year sentence, you wouldn't be thinking critically if you weren't still somewhat skeptical of his total innocence. But if the preview of how this
I really like Gothic architecture, like old school churches. I took an art. Oh my god, my favorite class I ever took in college was a art history class that was really focused on architecture. And for one, my teacher was really excited about it. Like, he was really into like the stuff. So all it was basically like, he would show you photos of it and he would talk about like the history of why it was shaped like that. Like, he was like such a fucking good teacher. And like your entire like book would just be like, okay, just print out these pictures, we're gonna go through, we're gonna tell you. Like, it wasn't like memorizing dates and times, it's more memorizing eras. Like, this is why it was like this. It was like this because this culture was coming in. We had recognized, or like, you know, like, because of this war, like, this culture had come in. Because it was like ancient history to like up to like modern. I actually took his class 2 times, so like a full year. And it was such a fucking good class because it was in context of a lot of other, like, he wasn't like going into the in-depths of like the history, but I knew enough about the history like from ancient times, and he did a good job of explaining it. of like, okay, so like the Christians were having this like, so we have the Christian architecture, and then the Christians also like fucking hated it. So at some point they like shit on anyone that was artistic. Like he obviously was more eloquent than I'm saying, but like there is a height of like the churches were obviously the only thing that had money. So for architects, if you're gonna make any fucking money, you're gonna like the best architects are gonna work for the churches. So like the Gothic like cathedral at like Dark Souls architecture I think looks amazing. Like listening like I don't know. I guess this is more on the people. But like this like very Roman-esque, like modern finger quotes. Dark Souls Cathedral. Like the dark like this aesthetic I think looks so fucking cool. All of this type of stuff. I think this looks really nice. And obviously that's not like practical for like a a home. But I also love like really like intricate Japanese architecture, like traditional. I guess I don't like the pagoda look. I'm not a fan of the pagodas, to be honest. I'm just like the insides of the houses. I like more like a traditional ryokan. The Spanish cathedrals. Ooh. I don't like that. This is like the one that they have. It looks interesting. I do like it as a one-off. It's interesting. I do actually really like this now I think about it. That looks really cool. Yeah, I kind of like a little bit of architecture like this. Like there's like a fine level between like the gaudiness. They just have like one cathedral? Why do they only show the one cathedral? This is okay. I like it. It's just heat. What about Prague? Yeah, I like the multiple like paths. Just looks like I'm playing a Dark Souls game. I just think of a Dark Souls game. Like when they have like little like things you can walk on. I'll be honest. This thing sucks. What is this? The Notre Dame? Don't tell anybody, but I was the one that actually burnt it down. Don't tell anybody that though. You know what I think? That this is like the mullet. The mullets of cathedrals. It's like business in the front and like party in the back, like straight up. Like it's so fucking like boring in the front, and then it's like it goes buck wild in the back. This is literally the mullet of like cathedrals. It also looks like it's doing this. It looks like it's somebody's face doing this. Isn't it? Doesn't it look like that? It looks like a Roblox character doing that. Yeah, but I like the back of it. The back of it's nutty. I like these, like, arcs and stuff. They have, like, Roman cathedrals. Oh, yeah, but I guess we have this one. This one's super mid, to be honest. I've actually been to St. Peter's Basilica. It's pretty mid, if I'm being honest. It's just like one main room and you can like go upstairs and like there's like a thing on the roof that you can like buy things at. You can buy like I actually did buy a rosary there for like funsies. Ooh, that's fun. What is the Lotus Temple? That looks like shit. This is like the Sydney Opera Hall, dude. It's already been made. Is that what it looks like in the middle of it? Are you fucking kidding me? How can we make things less efficient? This is mid as fuck. You think this looks good? It looks like, okay, it looks like the Temple of, or what's like, meanwhile at the Legion of Doom. What's like the outer image of it? It looks like this. You see the eyes? There's the ears, the eyes, the mask eyes, and the ears. You don't see it? You don't see it. These are eyes. This is literally the Legion of Doom. It's just like more like a artichoke. Taj Mahal. That's like the ultimate simp structure because he made it for like his wife or some shit, right? I don't know. It's pretty like cliche. Like add some color, bro. Has anyone ever been inside the? Is there even an inside? Ooh, that's nice. Okay, the inside of that's fucking banging. That does make... If I was his wife, that would make me want to fuck, I guess. You know Versailles is, like, ridiculous? Look at this. How are you gonna sleep in this shit? The Versailles of George... Oh, wait. I was like, what? This isn't a real house. Fox trying to fuck me over here. Wait, hold on. We gotta get actual Versailles. Did I spell it wrong? Because this isn't that... None of this is actual Versailles. Formation type house. Imagine this being your bed. It's like you'd give birth and people could like sit there and like watch. Yeah, I've been to Versailles. It's very Game of Thronesy. I got to see the toilets. Imagine having to have this. While all of your fucking people in your country are starving. Maybe this is what made me like hate capitalism. Also, I don't feel like this would make me feel very comfortable being this high. I mean, if you're living in the world where, like, fire exists, I don't think I'd want to have, like, cloth above and around me. Because it seems like a really easy way to assassinate me. Dude, imagine how annoying... Wait, this is a hotel. Oh, I remember seeing those. I didn't... That's the same room, never mind. Reasonable. 2000 night stay. Wait, inside the... Wait, you can stay? Wow, how down bad are the French right now? For 2000... I don't believe that's real. Dude, everything's so gaudy and gross. Okay, this is not real. Google, stop being a piece of shit. Speaking of recent events. Oh, that also looks like shit. This looks like a Vegas hotel. Yeah, Trump would approve of this. Why is this so low? We're gonna sit like literally knee on these couches. That's not real. Oh, it's literally not real. Oh, I didn't realize there was such like an ass to the house in the back. I think courtyard houses are really cool. It's like a very Mediterranean thing, I think, generally. That bitch is dead. I don't know. Yeah, I think like courtyard houses like this are really cool. Antonio Giardi buildings. Were we watching a video? But yeah, I think courtyard houses are like absolutely fabulous designs. Where you have like an atrium in the middle, and those are really cool. One of my favorite designs. Didn't mean to add the question mark. This looks like it's Disney. Oh, wait, it's that? Yeah, we saw that. I don't love it, though, to be honest. It looks very Disney-esque. I appreciate the design, but it's not for me. It looks very fake and not, like... I don't know. I like the inside. Again, I like it, but it's not, like, my thing. Nature-esque. Well, it looks like Disney, so I would imagine he probably failed to run. We're watching a video. Guys, come on. I'm trying to
Investigation was conducted.
Oh, by the way, even though we're streaming on YouTube right now, we've done our 100, I was gonna say weeks, our 100-day stream. And we're gonna do a 24-hour stream this weekend on Saturday, probably around 3 or 4. That'll... Wait, we'll be unbanned by then, right? What day is it? It's Wednesday. It was 7 p.m. Yeah, okay, so we'll be unbanned then. So we'll probably do it, unless we somehow get, like, mega banned again, on Twitch. I might just try and do a dual stream. Fuck it, whatever. But we're gonna do a 24-hour stream on Saturday starting around 4. And then I was saying that I wanted to take a break, but I really, even like getting banned, like I was just like, I don't want to take a break. Like I got like really sad. So what I think we're gonna do is we're just gonna stream a little bit less. Like we're not gonna stream as late. We're like usually we were streaming until like 1:30. And we're just gonna probably start streaming earlier, like maybe like 6:30 or 7. But we're probably gonna end up looking to stop streaming around 11. So instead of like taking a break, I think we're just gonna do some shorter streams for a while. Know what I mean? Because I think that's like what I need more. And let's finish the video.
And the demonstration of how some of the elements of this case that appear...
I wake up... Well, today I woke up at 8. I don't really get a choice because the dogs wake me up, but sometimes they'll wake me up at 6. I'll, like, feed them and then I'll go back to bed. But, like, usually I wake up at, like, 8 or 9. Yeah, I think it's a good call, too. 'Cause, yeah, I think I just need to do some shorter streams for a while. So, I again appreciate you guys sticking with me, even through the ban. Yeah, get the momentum, exactly.
Yeah, the worst on a surface level can actually be the least damning upon closer inspection, has been enough to sow some seeds of doubt in your mind, then it's about time to return to the interrogation.
Agree?
Agree.
Sign, print. That's too funny. I haven't met anybody else that
Not a feeder? No.
writes left-handed. It
was an
kind of creates a
auto-feeder.
problem when you're on a traffic stop, doesn't it? Because you're writing
I need to trick my dogs into loving me because I'm the one that feeds them.
and holding your ticket book in this hand and your gun hand doesn't bother you. Well, that's because you're huge. What's your commission number?
1782.
I masturbate right and left. Does that work?
Yes, you heard that correctly.
What?
Detective Rocky Gregory has just used his first words in the room to announce he's an ambidextrous masturbator. One noteworthy feature of this interrogation that was largely scrubbed the first time round is both Davis and Gregory's frequent and deliberate use of crude language around sexual topics. One explanation for this is that they're trying to establish a cavalier attitude toward the sorts of acts they're trying to move Holzclaw toward a confession on. The less he thinks they take this sort of thing seriously, the more he'll be willing.
He's like, oh my god, you're so cringe. This guy's like so jacked. What the fuck?
To
This is the most jacked police officer.
disclose. Another explanation that's been posited by Brian Bates, a member of Holzclaw's trial defense team and the owner of the website that's watermarked at the bottom right corner of the screen, is that this was a misguided attempt at rapport building. The idea being that because detectives knew Holzclaw was a high school football star, he would probably respond well to jocular locker room language.
Yeah, that definitely does seem like what they were trying to do.
Both of these explanations make enough sense. What doesn't make any sense in either case, though, is that after it becomes immediately apparent that Holzclaw is visibly uncomfortable, and therefore this approach is going to have the opposite effect of causing him to open up or relate, they continually persist with the strategy. It's genuinely bizarre to watch.
I think I do that left-handed.
Very good.
Well, I am dominant.
You are.
Yeah, I mean, she's left-handed.
Yes.
David has Holzclaw give his account of the traffic. We already
Did she lift it up like this?
No.
Yeah, we already watched this.
So she never, like, went, whoo, nothing, exposed her breasts. Or
Wait, so that was before we saw the last interview that we had watched together.
anything like that.
She asked me if I was like, no, it's okay.
She asked you.
If you want to search me, I'm like, no, it's okay.
So she never, like, put her hands on the car and you.
No.
Okay. Okay. She's saying that you made her lift up her shirt, and when she lifted up her shirt, she exposed her breasts.
The following portion of the interrogation, and others like it, are very polarizing. Some find Holzclaw to be underreacting to what he's being accused of, and think his body language and wandering eye contact is suspicious. Others say that his concise and firm but calm denials are congruous with innocence, and that any outward signs of nervousness are to be expected given the situation he's in. See what you think.
No.
Did you ever see
I asked her, is there anything inside your bra? And she said no. So I was like, okay. And she said, you want me to show you? And that's the time I said, no. No, you don't need to.
Yeah, I know I can't say the C word, which I do love saying.
She said that, she said she was doing this.
I actually think YouTube's pretty okay when it comes to, like, bannable offenses. The demonetization, I think, gets mixed up in that. Because, yeah, I'm not trying to make any money off of this stream. I just want to... Wait, are you guys getting ads, by the way? Maybe I should say the C word so that you're not getting ads. Because I don't want to make any money off of the streams here, generally. Like, I just want to be able to do them. You know what I mean? That's kind of what my I don't know, bar is, I guess.
When you said, is there anything inside?
Let's fucking go. Maybe this is a better thing to do.
Your bra? And she was going, no, I don't have anything like that. Did she do that?
Yeah, she did, but I didn't look or anything like that.
Right.
And then she was like, do you want me to show you? I was like, no.
She said when she said, do you want me to show you? You said, yeah, and she went,
woo. No, I didn't.
But could she have been, woo, flashing you?
Woo.
And now you don't want to tell me because you're afraid you're...
Okay. Wait, what is that from? The My dogs are so sleepy. That from Street Fighter? Oh, Dusty!
No, no. When I told her no, I said no.
Then she didn't go, yeah,
No.
you know, because sometimes
Oh, Mortal Kombat.
drunk girls are,
Having a good time.
yeah, and
no.
partying down. And let's face
And
it,
I've already heard stories about officers
people
and
want,
whatnot.
they
so
want
I don't
officers for
I didn't want-
hubbies
so
or
I said
whatever.
no.
And,
I said no.
but you could have said no. But I'm asking you.
I once talked to a cop, back in my Tinder days, and like he was like so painfully boring. He was like a prison guard, and he just was so fucking boring.
If she flashed you anyways.
I didn't see her. I
You
didn't see her
no
breasts.
boobies?
I didn't see her breasts.
Okay. What about pants?
Nothing in her pants as far as I concerned. 'Cause she was wearing tight jeans. So.
She said she pulled them down.
Well, she said they want officers for hubbies.
That's it.
You didn't see her pulling down?
I didn't see her pulling down pants.
Hey.
Could she have done it when you were up searching the car?
She could have. I didn't
Did
have
she
her.
have them on?
I didn't have her handcuffed or anything.
Well, I mean, that's what she said. I don't know what you're asking.
When you came back to the car and got her out, were her pants fastened? Were they?
Yeah, everything.
They
was
were
still,
up and.
everything was still intact.
So you never saw her pull her pants down?
No, I didn't.
Why do you think she's making this up?
I don't know.
Well, Daniel, this is kind of one of the things that we kind of bring.
I mean, his demeanor's been generally the exact. All right, I don't think you should be doing this. This is probably not a good. I don't know. Maybe she's trying to like five-head it.
In here to see how truthful you are.
Right.
Now you need to kind of think of a few different things here.
Okay.
Okay.
I've been doing this the entire time. He has no history of doing this. His interrogation seems really inappropriate in a lot of ways. Like, if I go into an interrogation room and the guy's talking about how he jerks off and what arm he uses to jerk off in, like, that just seems so inappropriate.
We pulled up a lot of video around that area after these allegations.
Okay.
Okay. She also had a SANE exam, which you know what that consists of.
Yes, that means sexual assault nurse examiner. Oh, it's the rape kit. Okay. Legions has given Legions?
There's a reason why we wanted your buckles.
Okay.
Okay. Now, I mean, we can go through a couple different.
I don't know why she wants to be this close to them. I think that she's like completely wrong with her tactic because I don't think that this makes anyone feel comfortable. Like if I'm talking about a sexual assault, like we saw earlier that she talks to like victims of sexual assault in the exact same manner. And I can't imagine that some bitch that looks like she works at my high school who was probably, you know, not necessarily her, but the person that worked at my high school, like, was, like, shitting on me because, you know, I'm, like, a dropout because I'm, like, a drug addict or whatever. Obviously not me personally, but, like, just saying, like, if I'm understanding that situation that these women are in, being like this is not the vibe. You know what I mean? Yeah, and, like, she's, like, basically touching my knees. I don't feel like I'm very comfortable in this chair. I'm confused as to, like, I don't have claustrophobia, but I have an anxiety condition where this would make me feel incredibly uncomfortable. A lot of people who unfortunately, a lot of people who have anxiety conditions and like mental health issues, like even ADHD to an extent, there is a way higher likelihood that you're going to be homeless or have substance abuse issues. It is what it is. It is very it's very commonly tracked in those things. So to not necessarily, even if they're like directly on drugs at the time, but like to not understand that, what this stance, not with him, but obviously that we saw earlier that some other woman was in the exact same chair that this man was in. Like, you don't interrogate a sexual assault victim. That's not how that works. Maybe she wants a cop up, maybe. Could be used as the investigator. Cops will let one talk as long as fucked up. What? Well, yeah, of course they're trying to make him talk because they think he's guilty.
Things
Obviously.
of why we've got you in here, but you sure there's nothing you want to?
Nothing.
So
the thing is that there's kind of like a different like thing on it where he should ask for a lawyer. Number one, but they didn't Mirandize him, so it is still just an interview. So what they kind of have on him, or they do have on him, is that the social pressure, which I think is kind of fucked in a way, where, okay, they know he's going into an interview. They know that they can start rumors on his department. It's like having your office, like having everyone at your office think that you're a rapist. That's what the power that they have. So it's a lot of social power that they are having to make him so that he's not asking for a lawyer. He should have just asked for a lawyer. They did not Mirandize him. He could have actually just left. I don't think anything that ended up happening in this case had anything. I think that honestly, this interview makes him look better in a lot of ways. But I think that as soon as like the thing happened with his girlfriend, you should have gotten a lawyer. Just honestly, like as much as I want people to get caught for the crimes that they commit, just get a lawyer. Just get a lawyer every single time. Like my hair's doing some crazy shit. I'm like a starship up here.
if we go off the video and watch that,
right,
you're still going to stick with your story.
Yes, sir.
What happened to his video? Okay, so he's bluffing because the video doesn't see anything.
If we go off DNA?
DNA as well.
Should we show you the video?
If yes.
You do want
Honestly, he's pretty convincing.
to see it?
Yes.
So, there's nothing that...
Everything that I recall of that night is what was asked and everything. That's what happened.
Are we gonna get something from the SANE exam?
Go with the SANE exam.
Do you understand that you don't have to full-blown ejaculate to get something out of the SANE exam?
Right.
We can get skin cells, we can get pre-ejaculate, we can do all that and still get DNA.
Right.
All of this is true, which makes the fact that Liggins' SANE exam came back negative all the more significant. Bear in mind, her buccal swabs were taken within a few hours of the alleged assault, yet still no biological material from Holzclaw was found in her mouth. Just as with Holzclaw having no prior history, this does not make her version of events impossible, but it should certainly have inspired more skepticism in the investigators, i.e. any at all, than it did.
And did your penis go in her mouth?
No, it did not.
Okay. Because DNA will clear it up.
You got any identifying marks around your penis? Or...
I don't.
Bro, I don't think a meathead like this could lie this well. Just saying.
Just a plain old penis, huh?
Plain old penis.
Plain old 14-incher.
What the fuck? Why would you say that? That is so inappropriate. These are to some extent your colleagues, at least to the point where you don't need to be inappropriate with it. I don't think that's even a tactic. Like, it's very obvious that the locker room talk has not worked with him at all. And especially because she's here. The locker room talk might work if she's not here. But, like, you have to understand your fucking audience, you fucks. If she's gonna be there, the locker room talk's not gonna work. She's not doing a good job. She's obviously making him uncomfortable constantly. So why the fuck are you gonna continue doing it? If it was just him, maybe that would work. But this clearly is not gonna work while she's in the room. We've seen it. He obviously is uncomfortable when she talks about, like, her, like, jerking off or whatever.
I don't know what to say about that, but...
She's trying to be one of the boys. She's one of the boys. Yeah, girl, it's not working. Or NB, whatever. We love an NB queen, but just read the room. Yeah, it's like mega cringe.
How often do you have sex?
We saw those part.
About once a day, if that.
You guys have sex once a day?
Yeah.
How old are you?
27.
Well.
What you can't do. He wants to be a man so bad.
Yeah.
How much you jerk off?
She thinks her presence making him uncomfortable is a good thing, which is not at all a good thing in this particular situation. It's probably worked before, but like this one, I don't think it's working. My girl.
Maybe once a day.
So you have sex once a day and masturbate once a day?
Yeah.
What'd you do when you got shot down at home?
Kind of seems like she's hitting on him now. This is where especially it becomes inappropriate. Like again, imagine if like you're a police officer, you're a lady police officer, and you're getting grilled by a female and a male cop. And the male cop is now asking, oh, when do you masturbate? How much do you have sex? Like, this is kind of inappropriate. Like it's actually incredibly inappropriate. Like, this is kind of harassment in a way, to be honest.
Today. Usually you gotta relieve that.
Right.
And I don't think it necessarily goes either way. I'm just saying, like, it just is, it's inappropriate.
I know.
That was before work. That happened before work.
You said you picked her up around 50th and Lincoln. I mean, when you saw her swerve,
right.
Did you at any time, were you always behind her, or did you pull up beside her to maybe see who was in the car and then pull back behind her?
She was at 50th and Lincoln, swerved, and I was behind her, so I felt behind her. And then went
were you ever beside her?
No.
This is an aspect of Liggins' story that has been convincingly discredited. In her account, the officer pulled up beside her driver's side window before pulling her over. The implication being Holzclaw was checking to see if the driver fit the profile of the sort of...
Liggins is the first accuser, like the grandma with the Kool-Aid cup or whatever.
person he would victimize and whether or not they were alone. However, Janie Liggins' Grand Dam had dark tinted windows that would make this impossible. Davis herself would later concede under sworn testimony that Holzclaw would not have been able to see who was in the car even during the daytime.
Well, to be fair, if you had like your phone on or like a light, you could obviously see through tinted windows.
Any cars passing by then?
Maybe a couple.
Could she have missed? Because if you're standing right here and you're a big guy,
right,
and she's sitting right here, if she goes like this, well, she's gonna be looking right at your penis.
Okay.
Sorry?
But it was just talking.
Did you? Let me ask you this: did you ever get a hard on while you were talking to her? Because she could have.
I don't think
these
I got.
pants don't fit the greatest,
right.
And if you get a hard on, I'm gonna be able to tell you got a hard on.
Right, and I don't pretty.
Oh my god, I don't think that she should be doing this.
Positive, I didn't get a hard on.
Didn't get a hard on when you talked to her. Well,
positive.
do you still just get boners because you get boners?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. So, have you ever got a boner on a call?
I'm pretty sure I have.
Okay.
Pretty sure I have.
But it's not something you would remember. I mean, I would remember if I got a hard on talking to somebody.
Bro, I feel like this is a trans man, but they just are too old.
As a guy, it happens.
That's not something I know.
As in, they have not actually transitioned. Is the joke? Come on.
I know. Well, you're not 50 yet either, so happens because of your.
Yeah. Okay. I think that she's just watched a lot of interviews of like maybe she's like trained under a lot of guys that have done that tactic, and then she's like assuming that's gonna work with her. Like, I think if that other guy would have used that tactic, it might have been a lot more efficient. Like, he's obviously uncomfortable. It's not working. Like, you should stop using it. I think that she maybe has like a insecurity issue where she doesn't want to. She wants to be the lead detective. She wants to be the one to break this case. She wants to be like the forefront, where she doesn't want to. This actually happens a lot when it comes to like legal stuff, especially with criminal things, where it's her hubris, it's her fucking ego. She doesn't. I think it would be significantly more effective if she was not here having this conversation. If it was the other guy that clearly is there to be like that is like her partner or whatever. I don't mean like a relationship, just like for this particular project. I think it would have been way more effective if he was interviewing him the way that she is doing it. And I don't know why that she's deciding to do, like, this is like incompetence, in my opinion. It seems like disgusting. It's not making him at all comfortable. It's not doing, like, this is pointless. This, like, to me seems like ego stuff. Like, he's obviously uncomfortable. He's like trying to move away from her, making him uncomfortable in the tactic that she's using. Those things are incongruous. You need him to be comfortable when you're asking those questions. Like, asking him uncomfortable questions, let me rephrase. While he's uncomfortable, the questions that she's asking are not going to get the right answers. You're not going to get what you want when he's this uncomfortable. You need to make him feel comfortable. She thinks that he's going to be comfortable with her because she's asking like locker room talk questions, and it's not working at all.
Your age.
It's like just inappropriate, to be honest.
Could she have could you have got a hard on and she saw it and it
I don't think I got
scared her?
I don't think I got a hard on, but like I said, she was already.
Also, the fact that it looks like she's kind of touching herself, not a good look, my girl.
Nervous and crying and whatnot. I already
She
told
has her fucking hands like in between her legs while she's talking about, do you have a hard on? Can you imagine if a guy did that? It's equally as creepy.
her. I'm like, hey, I want to go home. I'm done with my shift. I don't think you need to be worried about. If nothing's on board where I need to take you to jail, you're good. I'm not worried about no state driver's license.
Did your pants come unzipped, unbuttoned,
It looks like
anything
she's,
while
like,
you were
hitting
standing
on
right
him.
there?
No.
One interesting talking point from Holzclaw's defense team revolves around his police attire and the logistical feasibility of pulling his erect penis through his zipper hole without a struggle or having to pull his pants down. In addition to having a tight-fitting uniform over a muscular body, as well as a bulletproof
Way too
vest
tight,
and
my
a
dude.
heavy gun belt, Holzclaw also sported compression underwear that took significantly more effort to pull down than normal boxers. Yet many of his accusers, including Liggins, stated that he pulled his penis through his zipper in not much more than an instant.
Wait, but compression underwear would have like the dick hole, right?
Depending on how critical you want to be of this argument, you might allow that being on the receiving end of something as traumatic as a sexual assault would warp your sense of time and make everything seem to be happening quickly. In the case of Liggins, though, there's an additional hurdle. Holzclaw was holding his flashlight at the time she says he pulled out his penis. So now, in addition to all of the other obstacles he needs
I like the phrase pulled out his penis. It just sounds so like whimsical.
to overcome, he needs to do so with only one hand free, yet still there's nothing in her recollection about any appearance of a struggle.
CSI is processing your car right now.
Right.
And when we stepped out, they found some pubic hairs right in here. Could they be yours?
No, that's not. I didn't pull my penis out. I didn't do anything right there.
Did she?
No.
But do you think they could be?
No, it's not. No. Nothing of mine.
Your pubes couldn't be
No.
right there?
No.
A thing that kind of concerns me is everything you're telling me is dead on to what she says. Everything. Except the sexual stuff.
Though this is asinine on its face, Detective Davis seemingly is not just saying this to increase the pressure on Holzclaw. The fact that everything Holzclaw is saying matches Liggins' account, up until the accusations of sexual assault, is something she's also referenced in media interviews as one of the reasons she was so sure of Holzclaw's guilt. There are several glaring issues with her logic. 1. If anything, it's a sign he's being honest, because he isn't trying to rejig small details that might make him look better, that he told her he was going to follow her home, for instance. 2. Aside from the fact that sexual assault is obviously always going to be the main point of contention, guilty or innocent, if Liggins were lying about it, she would have no incentive to tell additional lies beyond that. Having an account that is otherwise consistent with the officers, and anything that is verifiable, will make her seem more credible, just as Davis is demonstrating. Holtzclaw's attorney, Scott Adams, pointed out in his closing argument that it's very difficult to reveal a lie that's been hidden amongst the truth. And 3, it's actually not true that their stories are absolutely dead on except for the sexual stuff. For instance, Holtzclaw has denied that either of their hands were ever on the top of his patrol car, and when it was later checked for prints, none were found. Along with the sane test and the tinted windows of Liggins' car, you might now be starting to notice a pattern. Whenever their stories diverge in a manner that is testable, Holtzclaw's account is the one most validated by available evidence.
Do you think you have a high sex drive?
Yeah.
Do you like oral sex? Normal?
I like it all.
You'll take it.
Wait, did my camera just stop working?
Do you prefer vaginal?
What is happening today?
Would you rather get a blowjob or do it in the hoo-ha?
Do it. Me? You take it in the
No, you give it in the hoo-ha or get a blowjob?
Sex.
Oh my god,
Sex?
nothing is working.
What about anal sex?
No,
How long is this video? Okay, I don't know if we're gonna be able to get through this. There's a lot of bullshit going on here.
Okay.
Well, just step out.
I had some questions about some midgets, but I guess I'll leave that alone.
Sorry? We're speeding this shit up. It's already 11.
Have you ever had sex with a dude?
I've never had sex with a dude.
You ever wanted to?
I do not. I do not want to mess with a guy.
Carrie Hunt?
Carrie Hunt.
What's her number?
Can you go through my phone?
Yeah. You created some more work. Fixing to go. I just talked to Carrie.
Okay.
She said she was asleep when you got home and you did not try to have sex and you did not have sex. She said you didn't. And I asked her, could you have been asleep? And you had kind of, no. And she said no. You did not try to have sex.
As much as I don't want to involve her, I try to have sex with her and she's asleep.
The entire "did you try to have sex with your girlfriend" portion of the interrogation is peculiar, as it's linked to whether or not Holtzclaw is guilty of any crime is tenuous at best. In fact, if you were going to try to draw any conclusion from it, you could argue his attempting to do so would be more of an indication of guilt, because if he performed forcible oral sodomy on Liggins, but didn't ejaculate, he may well be aroused and in need of release by the time he got home. In fairness to Davis, though, she likely doesn't really think it's material, and is just attempting to increase the pressure on Holtzclaw by making him feel as if he's been caught in a lie.
Alright, I want you to know this is fucking slander, by the way. Razor posted this. This is bullshit. The idea of him fitting into this space is hilarious because this is basically how I sleep. Razor takes up, like, this is implying that he is smaller than me as a physical, like, being. That is not true. This is a lie. He is, like, I'm clearly smaller than he is. And Ben will sleep up here with me, right here. And then Maki will sleep near my feet. So generally, I'm way more on this side of the bed. And how dare he compare the size of ourselves? You think that I am the same size as him? Come on. I don't do that! I sleep right here. I'm actually very much a side sleeper. So I always like sleep here. But Ben likes to come. Okay, the times that I do move over is because Ben likes to come cuddle up to here, and then Maki sleeps on my feet. And then it shifts over the night, and then fucking Razor thinks that he's the fucking victim. Classic fucking white boy behavior, dude. Like, he thinks he, like, I'm sure at some point I've done this, but, like, is he gonna tell you now that, like, the dogs wake him up in the morning to feed them? Like, where they'll, like, come, like, sit right on my face and, like, bark right into my eyes, dude? I don't do this! This is slander. This is a lie. I sleep over here, and then I'll just curve, and then have Ben sleep right here. And then Maki will sleep right here. So I'm getting... I don't know why he thinks that any of the dogs sleep near his feet. They never do. Fucking liar.
I don't know what to say, because it just looks like I just caught you in a lie. And now I don't know what to believe.
Yet funnily enough, this point of contention made it all the way to trial. Carrie Hunt was the defence's only witness, and prosecutor Galen Giger pursued her in Holtzclaw's contradiction. If you're curious as to whether she reversed her story or maintained Holtzclaw as being untruthful, it was essentially a wash. She elaborated.
Holzclaw.
that while she could indeed not remember Holzclaw waking her for sex, she was taking the sleeping medication Zequel at the time, which put her under to enough of an extent that if she was briefly woken up, she may not remember the encounter. Giga
To be fair, that's simply happened to me.
used this to imply Holzclaw was either lying or prone to attempting to have sex with comatose women.
I don't know. I don't know if this shirt's gonna be big enough for you. Here, big old boy. I was gonna get a tie back, so I don't know where these came from.
That was so unprofessional. He put his hand. And you can't do that with an evidence bag. Ben. Ben!
The second go over the interrogation will double as the defence analysis for linchpin accuser Jenny Liggins' claims. Just to reiterate, no direct evidence was ever found to corroborate her accusations, despite an exceptionally prompt SANE exam, and investigators going to great lengths to verify her story, quickly taking Holzclaw's car and
This guy is jacked. What the fuck?
clothes and closely examining them for incriminating material. Couple that again with the fact that in all areas where Holzclaw's account contradicted Liggins's, the facts pointed toward his side of the story. And now consider this. A jury in a criminal trial is instructed that they can only deliver
Alright, you know what, I'm gonna be honest, I'm getting really tired. I think that, like, with all of the bullshit that happened today, I think that this is probably a good stopping point. I'm really sorry that we didn't finish the video. You should definitely watch the video if you're interested. It does have a lot of doubt in it about why he's, guilty. It's an interesting story. I don't want to take too much of a thing. Oh, I was gonna host somebody. Can I do that on YouTube? I don't think I can, whatever. Anyways, so thank you all for being here. It's honestly amazing that you guys are still here, even though we got banned on Twitch. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. We'll be here at the normal time between 6 and 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm sorry, I'm just really tired. And I am trying to end stream a little bit earlier because we did go over 100 days. And it does suck that we got banned, but you know, new opportunities, new people, new friends, new everybody. So, I guess I don't know if hosting's a thing. I don't think it is. So, we're just gonna say goodbye, but we will definitely see you tomorrow. I hope to see you guys all tomorrow at the same time. We will be doing on YouTube. Try not to hog. Oh, shut the fuck up. You know I don't do that. So, we'll be learning it together, you know what I mean? We'll be learning it together for, how the YouTube streaming is. But I think it's actually kind of fun. We're gonna do a little bit of a different thing for a few days. But again, we're gonna do a 24-hour stream, hopefully, on Twitch, because I hope we're gonna be banned at that point. On Saturday, I think it'll be around 3 or 4 p.m. on Saturday, starting. We're gonna play Resident Evil 4. And we're gonna do an Ada Wong cosplay. I'm gonna have a debate moment where I'm definitely gonna want to invite some friends. I gotta really set this up more, but my idea is that we're gonna do like kind of like in waves where we're gonna do maybe some debate stuff, maybe some other stuff, but we're definitely gonna be playing Resident Evil 4 for majority of it. So that'll be fun. So thank you all for being here. I don't know what to do on Twitch. I assume I just hit the stop streaming, or sorry, YouTube, the stop streaming button, and I assume you're not gonna be able to see it anymore. So have a good night. We will see you again tomorrow on youtube.com/Nina. I don't know how that works, but you'll be able to find it, of course. Have a great one, and thank you all for being here. Bye. Think.